I think we're feeding live out to the folks out there. All right. Let me know how the audio and all that kind of stuff is coming through. It should be good. Let me check, make sure I'm even on the right microphone. Okay, I think I am. I think I am. I think I am. I think I am. Cogito ergo sum. Who out there knows what that means? Let me know. All right, so I want to start this off here by reminding everyone to go to hankstrange.com, sign up for our email list there, look around the site. We have all kinds of different ways you guys can help us out, support us, different channels we're on. We're broadcasting live on Utreon for everyone who's watching the recast of this on YouTube. If you want to follow us live, because people are asking how to do that, you have to go over to Utreon, Utreon, for everyone who's listening on audio. And if you look for the Who Moved My Freedom podcast or WMMF podcast on there, you should be able to find us, and that's how you get to join us live here when we do the podcast. So that being said, hold on, let me throw these dudes up in here. Babyface.
Hey!
What's up, Babyface? Right now we got Walter is muted.
I guess
because he's slurping down some delicious soup. Yes, and I'm trying to save the... You know there's going to be that one dude who's mad because Walter is eating. You know, even though right now is Walter's dinner time. We still can't hear you, Walter. Okay, listen. All right, we got Babyface P here. We got Walter here. I am going to start this and kick this all off right now.
Welcome back to the Hank Strange Situation. Lifestyles of the Locked and Loaded.
We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like Franklin Armory. Franklin Armory provides 100% US-made firearms and awesome binary option triggers. Their focus and purpose is to provide freedom tools to all Americans, especially those in not-so-free states. So when you're in the market, please consider Franklin Armory. All right, let's see what's going on here.
God. Walter's airing out over there.
Yeah, well, what? Yeah, you got. I don't know. I think it's a good thing that the microphones
get it
are
out while the mic was muted. Right.
It's a good thing the microphone was muted. You guys don't want to hear any of what Walter was he doing a blurp, a belch, and a fart at the same time. Wait, why is he muted again?
Muted again.
Hold on. Let me see. Maybe okay. There you go. You're on, Walt.
I just ate a whole bowl of beef stew and it's warm and it made my nose run. You know.
Oh. All right. Yeah, he's only human. Sounds like Snuffleupagus. Okay, so listen, we're live. Let's do jazz hands. Let's start off with the jazz hands. There you go. I hope you guys.
We're gonna do semi-auto Uzi jazz hands.
Let me see. I gotta grab a gun. Hold on. Let me get out.
Semi-auto Uzi.
Allow me to whip it out. I'm gonna whip out my gun here.
Little pistols.
Oh, look at that. Bullpup.
What is that?
Bullpup for you right there. Bullpup for you.
One of the top 3 worst guns ever.
We have to do it
in the history of firearms.
I wouldn't even argue it.
That thing makes a show look like a freaking MG42.
Oh yes, it'll actually. Yeah.
This is the these guys are talking about the Zip 22. So there you go.
I tried it and I was.
I'm trying. How do I? Wait,
I was like, man, I could probably get this to work. It couldn't. Yeah. It didn't.
Here's the thing. Here's how you clear your chamber.
And don't shoot yourself in the finger.
That gun brought down a gun company.
Yeah. They went under because of it, didn't they?
That makes it classic.
I would love to own one
right there. Yeah.
I would totally own one just because it's just one of the worst guns ever made.
You should, which you should always own. If
anybody can find me one out there for a good price, I will absolutely buy one.
I got offered one from one of the listeners, but I didn't. At the end, I didn't jump on it because I just didn't want to spend the money on it.
How much was it, Walt? How much? It couldn't have been more. It couldn't have been more.
It wasn't crazy,
$100.
but
yeah,
there's certain things I'll spend money on, and other things I'm just like, nyet. So
throw a little bartering in there, give the person
that's something to spend money on there.
Yeah. So listen,
you young man got the deal of the century on that one that I
don't know what you're talking about.
You effing stole. I let you steal that from me. So
and
he's totally happy. He goes to sleep peacefully every night.
These goofy little guns Oh, I can't believe how much people pay for these guns.
Yeah.
They're more than $1,200 right now.
Okay, so listen, this is episode 862 of the Who Moved My Freedom podcast. I hope you guys have your big girl panties on for this. Illegal ATF gun owner database. Are we just being salacious? Oh, look. Oh, the dudes are throwing up guns. I can't let other people throw up guns. You know what? I'm going to throw up guns and knives and like everything I could possibly throw up at the same time.
Growing up, this was a banana clip. Growing up, that was termed as a banana clip. Yeah,
that's what it was called by everybody.
And we all know better, but that was one of my bucket list guns.
Ratchet.
I got my thumb button back in place to make the laser work.
Oh my God.
Oh, you blinded me, man. Stop
yeah.
Yeah. So yes, listen, we definitely gonna have guns. It's Free for All Monday. We're gonna be talking about the ATF. There's a whole bunch of stuff happened over the weekend. A whole bunch of stuff going on over the weekend. Yes, lots of things that we have to talk about here. We will show guns. We'll just everything that we need to talk about. We will get into here on the podcast. Before I check on what I usually do, Free for All Monday, I check on these guys. What I want to do is wish Lola Strange a happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Belatedly, it was over the weekend. Yes, happy birthday, African.
She seemed like she had a good one. I stopped by and she seemed to have a really good time.
Oh, it was all good up until today. It was all good.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So I ordered Lola for her birthday. She wanted like a really nice puffy jacket. So I told her, get the best for you, my darling. This is what I always say to Lola every single time.
Puffy jacket?
Yeah, like a hold on, let me see. I'll show you because it came and she's very mad about it.
Is that like from the wet market in Wuhan?
Yeah, so check this out. Oh. So look, this is it's a Patagonia, cost me $200. It came. If you could, it's stained.
It's wrong.
It's stained. The wrists are dirty. There were no tags on it.
Is it used?
It's ripped.
Oh. Is it? Wait, did they send you a used one?
Yes, from REI. I will never buy anything from REI ever again.
Supposedly they will take care of you.
Oh no, they didn't take it. They don't want to take. So they told Lola she could send it back, and they'll give her a coupon for like I don't know, $20 off or something like that. The next time
I'd make a video. I'd make a fucking video and then just slam them.
I am going to. I told her to take pictures because I can't believe. Like I saw it. I noticed it when she put. I was like, wait a second. This thing has stains all. It has stains on the front and the back. The hands down here are dirty. It smells. It has a smell of a person.
Oh.
So they took off someone's jacket and mailed it to us as a brand new jacket.
I would be furious.
They took it back from somebody else.
I don't know. I don't know if I didn't. This jacket has been worn for a long time. If you see the shape of it,
nah, you gotta put them on blast.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be brand new. She bought it online from REI. It's Patagonia.
You need to put them on blast for that.
Yeah,
I'd make a video and turn your RV buddies loose on them.
Yeah.
Lola is very, very mad. Very mad right now. When she was in here earlier, she was like not happy.
I would be pissed too. Those are expensive.
It's expensive, yeah. That's like an expensive jacket, and to come like for them to ship it, I could tell when she took it out, it had no labels. It was not in a bag. It was not in plastic. None of that kind of stuff. Yeah, really terrible. Of REI, which that's my first time buying. Do you guys know REI?
I know they
are. They're expensive.
Yeah, never bought
Their
anything
store is
from
not
them before.
cheap.
Yeah,
and I think I don't think they're gun friendly either. By the way.
Oh,
no,
really?
They're commies. I believe they're commies.
Is Patagonia gun friendly? Probably not either.
I don't know the answer.
People probably don't. But Lola has always wanted one of those jackets, and I was like, you know what? It's it's Lola's 58th birthday. I said, you know what? I will buy you. I will buy you. I will buy you one of these, old lady.
Here's how you can relate. Imagine back in the day, you wanted your members only jacket, and then you come, it's got stains on it. You know?
Lord,
it's
no!
Like, come on, man.
In the 80s, huh? I don't know how they ship that. Yeah.
Patagonia, REI touts themselves as being like the best place to buy from. They'll take anything. So what did she call or something?
She called REI because that's where she bought it from, and they were like, "Oh, we'll send you a return label for it, and we'll give you $20 off or something next time you buy."
They'll send it out to somebody else again.
No, they're gonna send it to somebody else. Yeah.
Yeah. Here's Lola's list.
So she can send it back.
Yeah, smells, ripped hole in the right shoulder and right chest, dirty cuffs, soiled elbows, missing new tags.
How did that get?
And she said REI offered refund, return label, and 20% off the next purchase code. So I guess that's a little bit.
Yeah, so that's not bad. No. That's a. I'm all right with that. So she can get the next one for 20% off. Or actually, no, she'll get a new one, and then if you buy something else, you'll get it for 20% off. That's not terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't keep things in stock.
Yeah, she really wanted that blue, that baby blue. Yeah. So
so. Why does this happen to you guys? I never have issues
terrible.
like this, and I feel like every time there's something, you're like, I'm gonna spend some big money, and it always turns out like this.
Lola's sending me pictures. I don't know if you like. Let me show you this. This is terrible. Look at this. Look at the.
That looks
the
stinky.
Yeah. So that's the wrist right there. Even this one is worse. Like, look at that. It's frayed.
How did that's totally used?
Some
look
bum
at this
bought,
stain. This just came
bum
today.
bought that.
Look
and wearing it out like hobos.
Look at this.
Central.
Look at this.
Wow, I
mean,
can't believe.
Yeah.
And for anybody listening that hasn't bought Patagonia stuff, which I never have, but I've looked at it. It's expensive stuff.
This is there was no
Patagonia
label
is
in
very
there.
expensive.
I mean, yeah. There's a hole right there.
Oh, that's from somebody smoking, probably.
Yeah, it's like a cigarette burn.
It's insane. It is insane.
I've never seen anything like that before.
Yeah, I mean,
especially for something that's quote unquote new, full price,
brand new.
I can understand if you went to eBay or like Poshmark and somebody lied to you and gave you some piece of crap. I can see that, but REI, I cannot believe REI would do that.
It's almost like someone working in the warehouse was like, "Oh,
just like
I'm going to take this new jacket and take off my old jacket and let me just put this in here and put the new one on."
let me wear that for a while until I get it all stained up.
I bet you that's what happened.
I'll pass it on to some other schmuck.
Somebody in that warehouse is walking around in Lola's birthday present right now.
Yeah.
And I
can see
not
why
happy
she's
that
mad.
I'm laughing. Yeah.
Oh God, I'd be furious. Get good money for that, and that's what shows up.
Yeah. So, oh my God. M. Maven says, "Oh no, can't have someone else's funk on my clothes." Me neither.
Hell no. Well, I can't say that. I buy used clothing.
I mean,
but it's clean.
I've got nothing against used clothing at all. Mm-hmm.
There's one thing about used clothing: you can always throw it in the washing machine. And
right.
Normal clothing,
you can't
You can't throw jackets like that in the washer. No. That's probably got to be like dry cleaned or something.
But no matter what you do, you can't bring back those cuffs. You can't undo the holes.
No, staining is there forever.
Yeah. So there you go. Cruiseman said he got his swag pack today. Congratulations to you.
Oh, good.
Lola also complained with all of those things she had to mail out.
It's expensive.
So the guy who won the high point, I'm supposed to get the part at some point here from Liberty. I'm supposed to do stuff, and then really me and the guys are supposed to do a video with that. So it's coming to you. Don't we'll get it out to you. So don't worry about that. I think it's who was it that won the gun?
I don't remember the name, unfortunately.
Was it? I don't want to.
No,
I don't want to say the wrong person.
Hunt,
here.
Last name Hunt, first name Mike.
Mike.
Stop.
I can tell you stories about the SHOT Show and those names.
Yeah.
Oh, on badges.
Like get extra bagged and put like Barry McCockiner and stuff like that.
McCockiner.
Brian Quick says he won the gun. Brian Quick, we're working on it.
Okay.
We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it out to you. We just need to get this. Like, I don't know. Even if we can't get together and do the video, we'll send it out to you. But we will.
It'll get out eventually.
Yes.
And it needs is that the one that needs to go to an FFL?
Yeah. Well, it's
you need a suppressor for the SOT.
Yes, because he got the high point carbine and he got a suppressor. So
double whammy.
Yeah, there you go. People saying happy birthday to Lola, Armament and Axis, Cruiseman, 42 Chilled. Um, so shout out to all those people. Lola says she doesn't have a problem buying used clothes, but I paid full price for the damn jacket.
No.
Yeah, that's supposed to be brand new, so I would be very upset too.
Yeah. I'm just disappointed because by the time I find a replacement, it's going to be summertime in Florida.
That's the frustrating thing. Is it's like I bought this as a present for somebody, and you guys screwed it up. You know?
Yeah. Oh, when I get off of here, I told those pictures right there. I am posting those. So anyone who follows me on social media, I'm putting that on Instagram. I'm tagging everybody. Everyone's gonna see that because that's not cool. That is really not cool. Someone should get investigated.
Yeah.
There's no way. I'm pretty sure someone at the warehouse had that jacket on, and they were like, "Wait a second, this is a brand new one. I'm gonna swap these." Yeah. So, that person walking around with that, you bastard. Speaking of which, let me just say this. I still haven't let the guys say what's up yet. So, do you guys remember a long time ago when I got my what's the name of those knives, Patrick, that we like? Microtex.
Yes.
Yes. I remember I had mine all lasered and everything, so in case I ever lost it. Yeah. So I lost it. I have not found that thing in a long time. I don't know what happened to that thing. For months, I have not been able to figure out what happened to that knife. I thought I said it on the show. So the other day, Sunshine State RVs, one of the guys over there calls me, and he's like, "Hey, Hank, we have your knife." They found that knife in the pop top of one of the vans has a pop top, and they found the knife in there. I don't know how that van is still there because they sell those vans all the time. So for whatever reason, that van stayed there, and it was in the pop top, and they must have been maybe shipping it out to someone who just bought it and cleaning it up, and they found my knife with Hank Strange written all over it. So I will be getting that back. I haven't gotten it back yet, but I will be getting it back. So, yeah. I must have had it in my pocket, and then I climbed up in the pop top, and I was crawling around in the pop top. So here's a lesson to you. Laser all your knives, because like Lola got her knife remember the knife we all lasered for Lola?
Yeah.
She got that seized. So whoever's walking around out there with a Lola Strange
has her name on it and everything.
Yeah, we want that thing back.
Typically, I don't know if they still do it, but they used to gather all the knives in the lots, and they'd sell them on the GSA website.
Yeah, and like an auction. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if that still goes on or not. I haven't.
We need to look at that auction and get some friggin'.
It's been too long at this point.
Yeah,
most of the knives are janky.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing special, Yeah, but you might get that good one.
Yeah, that was a good one. So whoever's walking around out there with that, there will be a reward for the return of that Lola Strange.
I would pitch in for that. If somebody comes back with that, I'll give $50 into the reward. I'm not even kidding.
Yes.
Speaking of pitching in,
what's up?
The GoFundMe for the fellow that was arrested.
CRS.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Did they bust $100,000? I think they busted.
Someone has to check on that and then let us know.
When I checked today, it was at like 105.
105. Okay, cool.
Okay, I pitched in a little bit, so
yeah,
I had to.
Yeah. Yeah, and I know I saw you sharing it. I shared it out there as well. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Well, that's
for
good.
Anybody that's unaware, that those legal battles are not cheap.
Getting married is collusion.
Yeah. How funny is that?
No, getting married is obstruction.
Obstruction. Yes. And then taking money as a sponsorship is collusion.
I mean, I can understand
I bought advertising on Hank's show, so now we're in collusion.
You're colluding together.
We're co-conspirators.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
I mean, we are co-conspirating on selling all the guns in the world for sure.
No, it's crazy.
I mean, you got to be okay. You come in front. I'm a judge, right? Here, I'm a judge. You come in, you tell this stuff to the court, and I'm like, what? Get the out of here. You're free to go, man. These guys are fucking with you. Get the fuck out.
I hope so. I hope they just throw that out.
But it don't work that way. They're not going to take him into a friendly court, I'm sure. So
Probably not, and it's a whole Fed thing. And it seems
Yeah,
like they were really spending
and,
a lot of time observing
and
what those guys are up to.
guess who colludes? The feds.
Yeah.
Feds, yeah, they have the entire weight of the state behind them. It's not a fair battle at all.
Yes, we are going to get into that. We're going to get into that here. So what's up with you guys? Who wants to start? How was you guys' weekends in the 2 minutes we got left here?
Yeah,
Who goes first, Patrick? You want to go first, or you want death to follow you? You want death to follow you?
Oh, God.
Oh,
man.
God, I know.
Yeah, let's let Patrick go first. Go first, Patrick.
Okay.
He's already bummed out.
No, don't be.
I haven't done a whole lot. No, I didn't do a whole lot this weekend. It was one of those weekends Marley was working, so I stayed around the house and got things done. That was really good. We did get to use the uni on Sunday for the second time. The first time was an absolute failure. The second time, much, much better. We're perfecting the recipe, and everybody will be invited. Everybody on the panel will be invited for pizza.
When you say uni, you're talking about that new sexual device you guys got, right?
Yes, it is. It's like a horse. It basically looks like a saddle. Yes.
Wait, hold on. What?
No, a saddle. You know the saddle?
Oh.
Giddy up!
You know what I'm talking about.
You better explain to people what a uni is, and you
uni
have
is
less than a minute.
It's like a portable pizza oven. It's a portable wood-fired oven.
Let's see if I can find.
Very nice.
Do you have a specific one?
Karu 12, I think. Karu. I think that's what Marley got me.
Uni Karu what?
It's a Swedish company. What do you expect?
Okay, let's see if we could pull
a blonde with blue eyes. That's what I expect.
Always, every single time.
But
wait, is this stainless steel?
Yeah, it's all stainless.
Oh, so
it turns out that making pizza in a wood-fired oven is an art. It is a true art. You can't just throw a pie in the oven and hope for it to bake.
So hopefully Babyface has pictures. We're going to be back. We're going to take a quick break here, and Babyface is going to send us pictures of his awesome pizza.
I don't have any.
In 1 second. Walther Arms has been making concealed carry handguns for over 90 years, starting with the PPK. Today, Walther is based in the good old US of A and still builds quality firearms like the PPQ and PDP for personal defense and competition. So when you're in the market, please consider Walther Arms. We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like Walther Arms. Alrighty, so here we go. We're back.
No pics of pizza yet.
You got okay.
We're gonna perfect it because it's an art. It's an art form that I haven't.
I'm trying to show. Let's see. This is what I see. Is it this stainless steel one right here? Like with this?
It's that one right there. That one on the left.
Huh, that's pretty nice.
So it's
very, very cool.
It's wood fired.
Cooks a pizza in. When you have it all prepared with the good dough and everything, cooks a pizza in 90 seconds.
90 seconds.
Very awesome.
This thing is wood fired.
Wood fired, yep. Charcoal or wood fired.
Outdoor.
Obviously.
Yeah. But that's a good looking oven. That's sexy.
But a lot like a good looking girl, sometimes they don't perform very well. So
you need to put good stuff into it to get good stuff out of it.
Well,
we tried doing
I try to put my best in.
Yeah, I couldn't get it out.
When I go in with my best ingredients.
Publix dough didn't work. Trader Joe's dough didn't work. So we're gonna work on making our own dough.
Yeah, there you go. Come on.
Yeah,
we're gonna make our own.
I mean, seriously.
And the cookies, with a wood-fired pizza, okay, the crust is where it's at.
Yes.
This thing is beautiful, though. I'm sorry,
it's really cool.
This is awesome. So, what was this for your birthday?
That was for my birthday.
Oh,
can we forge a knife in it too? Come on.
900 degrees. It can get up to 900 degrees.
We could bake something. We could bake in a paint. We could bake in a paint job, but
yeah, you could. You can bake a paint job in there, no problem.
Marley will ban us for life.
But no, the thing is awesome. It's just a matter of getting it. Marley is actually tomorrow. We're gonna do another trial run. Marley's gonna because Marley a couple years ago I got her a KitchenAid, one of the really nice mixers. So tomorrow she's going to work on making a homemade. We have a recipe for a good homemade dough. Roll it out nice and thin and see if we can fire it up and get it to work right.
Get the dough hook working in that KitchenAid.
Yes. Yeah. That's and I don't think we've ever used the dough hook on that thing, so this will be perfect.
Okay, this is
make a video.
Make a video. That's what I was gonna say. I want to see you tossing that pizza. I want to see you tossing a pizza dough.
Once we get it perfected, once we get it perfected, I think Hank should come over and do a video for the van channel, because they actually sell these at like camping places. They're expensive, but it has like legs that fold out. It's really good for if like you want to take it with you and go camping and make pizzas for everybody. So.
Which I won't be doing, but okay, I get it.
You take it with you and make pizzas on the go. You don't know.
Yeah, I'm definitely not making pizza for other people.
Oh, we're gonna have some pizza parties. You and Lola gonna have to come over.
I wonder if you could make Zeppelis in that oven.
I mean, it's like a wood-fired oven. Anything you can put in a wood-fired oven, say in New York, you can absolutely do it in there.
Well, I think Zeppelis have to be fried, right?
Oh, are they? I don't know a lot about Zeppelis.
I think that's fried.
They're kind of like beignets, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, beignets I think are fried.
Yeah, I'm assuming that's fried.
Speaking of beignets.
Yeah, so Walter, you've got some bad news. Go ahead, hit us with it.
Okay, first, Peggy's father passed away. He's been in a steady decline for years, actually, because I forget it's a form of multiple sclerosis he had. So basically,
oh God,
all it started on the extremities and works its way in, and you lose use of all of it, and eventually you can't breathe anymore. So,
how old was he?
88.
88. Okay.
88. So he was in the hospital, and they had him on a respirator and the whole 9 yards, and they kind of got him off of that. And once he just couldn't breathe anymore. So I mean, you can't. It's inevitable. Unfortunately.
It sucks, man. I remember losing my mom. I know it's a good thing in that he's not in pain anymore, but it's a really bad thing in terms of Peggy not having her dad here anymore.
We were going to New Orleans this weekend anyways for my daughter husband Jason, who passed away at the end of last year, having a memorial for him, right? And that's supposed to be on Jason. Saturday.
Yeah.
Well, now we're putting Peggy's dad in on a funeral on Friday. So
that's sad. We went a few years ago. We went to Alex and Jason's wedding.
Oh, yeah, Alex's wedding. Yeah.
That's horrible.
Yeah, but there's another story with that too. But it's going to be a little muscle dystrophy. I just got it reminded. Peggy must be watching. Muscle dystrophy. So so he's been on a down. He's been. I mean, ever since I've known him. I mean, that's 30 years ago. 30 years ago, he was kind of, when he walked kind of wobbled along, So it's taken he was a cop in New Orleans for 50 years.
Wow.
50.
Wow.
So
old school.
Yeah, well, I definitely did things old school. You know how you fix a pickpocket. You tell me how you fix a pickpocket, you break their hands. That's how you fix it.
Yeah, I remember you telling that story. Our deep condolences to Peggy, man. Peggy is so awesome.
Losing a family member sucks.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to be a working weekend, so to speak, because we're going to funerals and doing remembrances and all that stuff.
You guys have had too many.
It's been rough.
People.
Yeah.
Yeah, my aunt passed away at the end of last year, and we were supposed to have a memorial for her right after Christmas, but my cousin, her daughter, got COVID. So
you lost your brother-in-law. Your brother-in-law too towards the end of last year, right?
Yeah. So, and then a friend in the military vehicle club died recently here.
Oh no!
Good Lord!
Is that someone I know? Is that someone I know?
I don't think you ever met him. His name George Kellner. He was he came to the U.S. during the brain. When in England, when they jacked the taxes up high, a lot of the young people said, "I'm out of here." And like the guy Robin used to work for me, he left during the that time. And short of George Kellner, he was an anesthesiologist. But yeah, I don't think you ever ran across George. He might have. I don't think he was at the Green Cove Springs event when you were there last time. But Yeah, he passed away, and then so we went to his memorial, his remembrance thing. That was last weekend,
Mm-hmm.
and so yeah, it used to be, funny, not funny, but it was coincidental that growing up, it seemed like right around my birthday every year somebody died.
Mm-hmm.
So for a while, it was like my grandfather died around my birthday. My other grandfather died around my birthday. I, I, I think my grandmother, that my dad's mother, I think she passed away sometimes around my birthday. So for a while, my birthday came up. I expect, who's dying next? Come on, somebody's gonna die.
Yeah.
But I kind of look at it on a light. I got laid off one day on one time on my birthday.
Oh, what a horrible! Oh God!
I got laid off on my birthday. Luckily, my
it's like on your birthday, hide out. I feel that way about my birthday. I don't even like to celebrate my birthday.
Luckily at the time, this was before I was married. My roommates at the time, they're like, "All right, no worries, Walt." They had me a birthday cake. We went out. We went drinking. We had fun. So that's what roommates are good for. So
yeah.
You
By the way, our Armament and Axes, our friend out there of the podcast, long friend of the podcast, he said he just lost his mom December 4th. She was 87. Condolences to Armament and Axes. I know I spoke to him about that. That is, tough deal.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then, our friend Flying Rich lost his dad recently. That sucks. So there's a lot of that kind of stuff going on. Horrible stuff going on out there. So
yeah. Well, on a bright side, yesterday, speaking of food, Patrick was talking about food.
Mm-hmm.
We were sitting around yesterday afternoon at the house. I didn't do a whole lot yesterday. I don't know why. It was kind of cold out on Sunday, and so I just took it easy. But the subject of stew came up about making some stew.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, sure, let's make some stew, some beef stew.
He's good.
So Spencer went to the store, bought some beef. Had to get some. I had potatoes, beef, green beans, corn, onions.
That's what was
great.
That's what was getting slurped.
I'm telling you.
That sounds great.
I'm telling you. And some salt, some pepper, a little bit of Worcestershire sauce.
Mm-hmm.
And the day after, it's always better.
Some bouillon cubes. Put that in there.
Yeah, soups need to keep getting boiled in.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
And I cooked it for a couple 3 hours.
Yeah.
And even yesterday afternoon, I took the first bite and I said, "God damn, this is good."
Yeah.
What'd they do? What'd they do to make it so good? I don't know.
Don't get high on your own supply. Number one rule.
It didn't need any more salt. It didn't need any more pepper. It didn't need anything. It was like, fuck. So,
yeah. Coincidentally, Lola also made a beef stew, which is pretty good.
Oh.
That's good. When it's cold, a beef stew is good. I mean, come on. When it gets cold,
potatoes and beef.
I forgot about when my mother passed away. It wasn't on my birthday, but still, it was
real close to.
I don't want to say anything and I can't remember exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. Just tons of fun.
Yeah.
I guess you got to keep kind of a good attitude about it. I guess
you do. And someone needs to make babies. Somebody needs to pop out some babies. We need to put some babies out in the universe to replace the good people that we're losing. Hint. I'm hinting at someone.
Oh. No.
When it's time to announce anything, believe me, I will be announcing.
Come on, get the work in. Yeah. Listen, here's what you do. You have a nice stew, puts a nice hot stew in the stomach, drink a nice Guinness stout.
It needs to be beef. Yeah, no, you need a big beer and some beef to make it. Yeah.
Just get a bottle of tequila. You'll make a baby.
By the way, let me do this because I know Peggy's going through some stuff. We really love Peggy. She's really awesome. And one of the really cool things about Peggy is she always remembers people's birthdays and sends out the most awesome cards, which Lola wants me to share. There's Lola's card, which is that's beautiful, actually. Look at that, like the butterflies on there. That's really nice.
Yep, she made that.
So yeah, that's a nice card from Peggy. Which thank you so much. I always feel guilty because I don't make nice cards, and I definitely Peggy practices the old the old religion and tradition of sending a card. She's so awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So give her lots of hugs and kisses from us.
Okay. I can do that.
Because she's awesome. You got, people say this all the time, but, I think we're all three of us very lucky guys. We married awesome women.
Yeah.
Yeah. That we don't deserve. Yeah.
Oh,
I don't. Sometimes I don't.
Sometimes.
There are many times where I'm like, how does she put up with me?
So, okay. I thought you were going the other way. Sometimes you say, I don't deserve this pain at all.
No, there are times where I'm like, man, I don't know how she puts up with me.
I think she did all right because I got good taste in jewelry. So.
That's right. No, that's right.
Yeah. Peggy got a baller. That's good. That's always good. You're a little bit of a baller, so
I work hard for his money.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to listen. For all the bad times we have, you've got to enjoy some good times. This is just like how it goes out there. What's up?
I'm already planning for the summer. I think supposedly England's going to lift all the restrictions on travel.
Mm.
They're doing it soon. I think. Yeah, I think they're tired of it.
No, so zero restrictions from England. You don't have to go into quarantine.
Something like that. Yeah, they already lifted their mask mandates. Finally.
Let me remind you of something. England has a lot of tourists. A lot of people go to England to see things, and if you've got all these restrictions, they ain't going.
Yeah, they're losing a lot of money. Harry Potter World is probably no one's visiting Harry Potter World.
Well, there's a lot of sites in England that were used in the filming of the movies, and we've been to a couple of them actually.
Mm-hmm. All over England, Scotland.
But I have a feeling, I've got a bloody feeling I might be going back to England this summer.
Ah, good on you. Good on you, governor. Good on you.
Military vehicle related, I say. I can't wait to get back in the pub and have a couple of pints,
Right on. Yeah. Some warm ones.
No warm. It's never warm. No. That's a misconception.
Okay.
I'll take it back. I have had some warm beer over there, but that beer was designed to be warm, and it wasn't that dark, nasty stuff. It was a different.
Right.
It was pretty good, actually.
Yeah, remember, I used to live in Jolly Old.
I know.
So there's a couple things. What is this? What is this thing? Someone was Cruiseman said, "How about the ATF raiding the Amish guy?" It was an Amish dude.
Is that real? Was that real?
I don't know.
They raided an Amish person?
Somebody saw it. Wait. Hold on. Let me see.
I saw something. I didn't know if that was real, and I don't believe nothing I see on the interweb. So
wait, hold on.
ATF investigation for Lancaster County Amish farmer highlights the importance of gun regulation. Editorial. Oh, this is gonna be real.
Was this recent? Hold on. Let me see.
This is as of the
2 days ago. Ooh.
9th. Yeah.
Ooh, no.
Local
bueno.
Amish farmer is being investigated for selling guns. I'm not going to deny that I was selling some.
You just deny it.
As part of an ongoing investigation, executed an enforcement operation at the Catale Foundry and seized evidence.
Reuben King. That sounds like a sandwich. That's making me hungry.
To say how many guns he had sold, but that more than 600, which is what a tipster said. Who's the tipster? That person needs to meet concrete and a.
This is when we need what's his name from the ATF. Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot. What's the name of the ATF agent?
What's his name? Yeah.
Oh man, I can't believe.
Why is it slipping my mind? The book is right down here.
He's so funny.
Rat Snakes by Vincent Cefalu.
Vince, yeah.
Vince, the book's right under my desk here, so I can
Vinny,
look at it.
Vinny, the biker Amish guy.
So yeah, they went after him because he was unlicensed. He was selling guns.
More than 600. Whoa.
I don't think you should need a license to buy and sell guns. Just saying. We're in the Constitution that say you must be licensed to.
Nobody here is going to argue that.
Let me just say this. Most people don't.
Mm-hmm.
So if you know what I mean,
with these black powder guns, like he's Amish.
I guess he was.
It can't be high technology.
Firearms.
Was it some bullpups?
Maybe.
Were there some bullpups involved here?
Maybe he was just buying and selling. You know what I mean?
It seems. My best guess would be something like that, probably. Yeah, just
Oh,
I
so in Pennsylvania you could sell, right? Can't you sell to
Yeah,
your?
But
I'm pretty
so the ATF, there's some invisible number that the ATF has never defined of like what makes you a licensed dealer. Like when should you be a licensed dealer? I don't know that they have any definition of that. They're just like, you sold too many guns. We're gonna take you in.
Yeah.
Basically.
Well, you have to. You got to be. You got to know when too many is too many, and stay low, stay on the stay under the radar. It usually happens with these. Sometimes people get a little ballsy,
Yeah.
or maybe all you got to do is piss one person off, and guess what?
See, that's the problem.
So-
you set off the wrong person.
So
and...
42 Chilled said online. Lancaster Online spoke with Reuben King, who says the guns were all his private property.
Yeah, see, then
Maybe he needed money or something. Maybe he was trying to build a new
barn,
get a new freaking horse-drawn carriage thing,
and a couple of ARs. Come on, man, they're black.
Yeah.
They match.
I like a good AR-15.
They match the wagon. They're black.
That's the wagon. Can you imagine the Amish go strapped? He
the
pulls
gun
like a
rack
lever on his wagon and like.
Yeah, I mean, it says in here that the sentence for dealing in firearms without a license is up to 5 years in prison, a fine of $250,000, or both. You're gonna put a good, hardworking Amish dude in prison for 5 years.
They're gonna steal his guns and he's gonna walk.
Probably.
Yeah, that guy needs. I don't know if the Amish believe in a
good Jewish lawyer.
or that. Exactly. Or that.
Or a hell-bent for leather Jewish lawyer. Yeah.
Yeah. Night Train says Walter doing his part for Anglo-American relations. Yeah, going to England. Absolutely. I told you guys he's an Anglophile. He loves England.
I have my roots come from that section of the world, so in that. Oh, there's the fiddle fairy.
Wait, I thought your roots were Eastern European.
Well, on my father's side and on my mother's side, they hail from that part of the world.
Oh, from like the UK?
The UK, Ireland. As everybody knows, those people moved around in boats and stuff and were traders, so there was a mixture up there. So yeah, it was a mixture of that stuff.
Yeah. No, England is cool. England is cool.
I mean, not.
I like a chick with a British accent. Can't. Yeah, it's a nice accent. It warms the cockles.
The one that'll freak you out is you see this Asian-looking girl, and all of a sudden she starts.
Yeah, we're going to a break. You're going to a break. We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like Barnaul Ammo. Barnaul has a wide range of reliable, quality steel case ammo for small game, large game, target shooting, and self-defense. They've got the classics like 7.62 and 5.45, as well as 9mm all the way up to 308. Subsonic as well. So when you're in the market, please consider Barnaul Ammo. Yeah, we were talking about, you know what? One of the only things I liked about Doctor Who, the British accent on chicks.
They ruined that whole that brand has been destroyed.
Oh, eviscerated. Eviscerated. Yeah.
And it won't be the last.
Oh no. I've been looking on HBO. There's this series called Pennyworth, which is basically about Alfred Pennyworth. Do you guys know who Alfred Pennyworth is?
That sounds familiar.
Batman. Alfred Pennyworth.
Oh.
Batman's
butler.
He
wrote Batman?
No, Batman's butler.
Oh, Alfred.
Yeah, there's a series about Alfred when he was young called Pennyworth. It's on HBO, on the HBO app. And I've been looking at that. The first season was okay, but then they got super, SJW. I was like, oh, they're just setting me up.
He wasn't like kissing guys and stuff, was he?
We're getting there. We're getting into the zone.
He wasn't taking it in the backside.
No, I haven't. Oh, no. When that happens, I'm out.
I see. Why do you got to get into, okay. Look,
I don't care what people do. People can do whatever they want to. I don't need to see it.
We don't need graphic knowledge, of all the doings things.
Yes, absolutely.
I am willing to have a moratorium on sex, and I'm a very sexual person, right? but I'm willing to, you know, I mean,
You have a first-hand degree in lesbionics, remember?
yeah, exactly. But listen, can we just leave it out and give me the story?
Doctorates.
Can I just get the story?
Yeah, sometimes I feel the same way. It's just like,
leave the rest of it up to mystery. I don't.
Yeah, we get it. We know, they're doing it. We don't need
I don't want to spoil it for anyone out there, but even there's a part in there where Alfred. So in the story, it's Alfred and when he was young, and it's Batman's mom and dad when they were young.
Yeah.
And Alfred was like making out with Batman's mom, and I was like, wait a second.
what?
Why is this happening?
What is going on?
I was like, why are you guys doing this? It's not necessary.
I think Alfred would have an accident if I found out about that.
Yeah. So, and I was like, I was telling Lola, I was like, I wonder if he's his own granddad. Do you know that thing? Like,
and here we go. We're so desperate for some kind of story with the Batman thing that we ruin the brand with all these weird ass scenarios, And it's like, no, come on, don't need all that.
Batman is very sacred to me as a comic book hero because he doesn't have powers.
Well, he has his equipment.
He has a lot of equipment. It's like how we have guns and stuff like that, and he just has being.
He's on a mission though. He's on a.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's my favorite. If I had to say, I don't know what you guys' favorite superhero is from all the things, but if I had to say after Doctor Strange, which I know is flip side, Doctor Strange is magic, but the occult exists. I'm sorry. You guys can deny that all you want to. Black magic, occult stuff exists. Not a practitioner of it or anything like that at all. I believe, I am a believer in God. But yeah, that stuff exists though. We got to admit that stuff exists. But flip side of that is Batman.
Real simple. Iron Man, Tony Stark. Boom.
Tony Stark.
Drives the car. Got the house. Got the gizmos. Got the babe.
But he's got a big, massive hole in his heart. Not in his heart.
Well,
his chest,
you got to pay a price, I guess.
The Punisher.
Yeah, as long as it's not his schlong. Oh, the Punisher. Yeah,
Punisher is my favorite.
Punisher is a good one too. Punisher's a good
anti-hero, I guess you'd say.
Yes, I like the anti-hero. Yeah.
I can't believe they killed off Tony Stark. You really can't kill off Tony Stark.
I don't think he's actually dead. I'm gonna say
they got a little bottle. Think they got a little bottle of his equipment.
There's a reason why comic books are dying, and it's because the writers are doing dumb things that people don't want.
Yeah, I don't think he's. At some point they're gonna have to bring him back. He saved the whole Marvel universe.
Yes.
And I also don't think that Robert Downey Jr. could do anything else. Did you see that Dr. Dolittle movie? It was terrible.
Wait, what? No?
Yeah, right after that, he did a Dr. Dolittle movie. It is one of the worst
awful.
Yes, it's horrible.
Probably technically, if he was smart, he doesn't have to do anything else. So
yeah, he probably made enough money where he would never have to work again.
He could be Tony Stark at every freaking Comic-Con thing till the.
Well, Robert Downey played Tony Stark basically as himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I mean that's basically Robert Downey Jr. and he was incredibly talented, and I know he came from like a Hollywood family. He was incredibly talented, but he did a lot of crazy stuff when he was young because he was famous. Yeah, he's famous very young, and he ruined his career so much that he couldn't get into movies because the insurance companies.
He was a liability.
Yeah, they would not insure it, and he got back in the old-fashioned way by paying for the insurance himself.
And then they couldn't afford him anymore.
Yes. So, I mean, and I respect that. Like, I respect a good comeback story and someone who works really hard and builds their way back up. Talent is not everything. I was telling my son, Patrick came over this weekend, and right after I had given a lecture where I was telling my kids that on the success pyramid, talent might be that little triangle up top, but really below that is craft work. Like actually understanding the craft of whatever it is you're doing. That's a bigger chunk, and then hard work right on the bottom, the base.
And
a
lot of want.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta want to do it. Mm-hmm. If you don't want to do it, trust me, it don't get done, or don't get done with very much
Yeah.
enthusiasm. So,
Favorite? What's you guys' favorite Robert Downey Jr. movie? I know mine. I can't remember the name of it right now.
I
Hold
don't
on.
know.
I know exactly
he's
what mine
famous
is.
for other than Iron Man.
What?
yeah.
I'm
I
sorry.
don't know what he's
What-
famous
what-
for
what?
other than Iron Man.
What?
It was before my time, probably. I mean,
You have
he
never-
was a late '80s, early '90s
Wasn't
actor.
he? Was
something-
Robert Downey Jr. in like the Breakfast? He wasn't the Breakfast Club, was he?
I think he
No.
was. No, was he one of the Breakfast Club? Robert Downey Jr.
I don't think so.
Hold on. Let me see. I'm gonna tell you. I know the name of the movie that he did that I really like. I thought Walter was gonna say, because like, did you see the new Sherlock Holmes?
Oh,
Those are good. I'm not talking about
He
that. That's
wasn't.
not my favorite.
He wasn't. He wasn't in Red Dawn, was he? No.
No.
Okay.
I'm trying to
Wolverine's
find.
mother. Oh, sorry.
No. What was that?
Yeah, how
Yeah.
Crump always signs out Wolverine's mother.
Wolverines.
Oh yeah, yeah. Robert Downey was the Sherlock Holmes movies that Robert Downey Jr.
Oh
did were
yeah,
really
those
good.
I like those. Those are good. Yeah.
Were they actually good?
Yeah.
Oh, you haven't seen those?
No, I
Yeah.
never have.
Oh, you have to see those. But I'm trying to
Okay.
remember. Oh, what the hell is the name of this movie? Do you remember the movie where he says you never go full retard? What is the name of that
Yo,
movie?
Tropic Thunder.
Tropic
That is
Thunder.
a good movie.
That's my favorite.
Oh, that's a good movie. Yes.
I love. Oh wait, Emma even says
pretend to
U.S.
be a
Marshals.
dude.
Wait, Robert Downey Jr. was he
You
the
know
bad
dude.
guy in U.S. Marshals? Oh shit. Yeah, I think he was in U.S. Marshals because I think when he was coming back, he had to play the bad guy.
Oh, did they make him do that to be? That's funny
Yeah.
how the industry works.
I think Tropic Thunder.
Tropic Thunder is my favorite. You're
Walter,
right.
have you
That was
seen
a
Tropic
fantastic
Thunder?
movie.
No, I don't think I have it.
Oh my God, Walt, you gotta see.
Is that movie night? Tropic Thunder.
You have.
It should be. It is.
We should. Yeah,
fantastic.
we should make Tropic Thunder a movie.
I would
night.
rewatch it for that. It's a great.
Let me show the poster for Tropic Thunder right here to everyone. Okay, Walter, which one of these
okay.
dudes is Robert Downey Jr.?
The one with the
Yeah.
open mouth on the other side. Yeah.
The brother right here.
Oh, there.
I'm a dude. Pretend to be a dude.
Now I see it. Wait a minute.
So
He gets it's a comedy, and he gets his skin transplanted. Was it transplanted with a black person or inked
yeah,
or something?
so he
gets
plays.
like a permanent black skin put on him.
They're all So in this movie, it's about actors making like a What was that famous movie in Vietnam?
Shit,
Apocalypse
with
Now?
Charlie Sheen.
Yeah, like Apocalypse Now.
Apocalypse Now, yeah.
So they're all playing actors doing it, and Robert Downey is playing an actor who is so committed.
Playing an actor.
Yeah,
Who's
he
playing
gets
another person.
he gets the role of a black guy, and he goes and
Yeah.
has surgery to become a black guy
Become black.
in order to.
It's
in
really
order to-
good.
It's just funny.
It's really
crazy.
good. It's actually a really good.
This movie is this is an American classic movie. It has Tom Cruise in it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Damn, Peggy said.
What's his name?
Peggy
The
says-
crazy guy. Yeah, no, Tom Cruise. That's who I'm thinking of. Yeah.
Yeah, Tom Cruise is in there, and this is Tom Cruise's funniest movie.
Ever. His character is amazing.
I see the end of this movie with Tom Cruise. I can look at that just on its own.
The dance scene, yes.
Yeah, and it just
Oh.
makes me laugh. It's
Yes,
it
is the best he's ever done, I think.
Tropic Thunder is like an awesome movie. You guys have to
It's
yeah,
really good.
and it has lots of guns in it, and which will probably
Yep.
make a good movie night. You know, it's got Jack Black, it's got Ben Stiller, and it's got Robert Downey Jr. Just to name a few. It's way more than that. Let me see what's the list of people that were in this movie. There was a lot of. Let's see. Brandon T. Jackson was in there. Steve Coogan, that's a British guy. British funny guy, Steve Coogan. I don't know if you guys know Steve Coogan. Danny McBride was in there. There's a whole bunch. Nick Nolte is in that movie.
Oh,
It's a lot of stars in it. It's
Yeah.
a really good movie.
Tyra Banks is in that movie. I mean, it's just awesome. It's funny. You gotta if you haven't watched this, Walter, I promise you're gonna like it. It's war,
Okay.
it's death and destruction. Because
And
they're basically actors, and they're in the jungle, and then they actually they get into a real life.
Like they get into a guerrilla fight, a guerrilla warfare with real gorillas, and they all think that it's fake. They're like, "Man, the special effects are good today," while people are like blowing up around them. And then they're all doing their over-the-top character acting,
Yeah.
like, oh, we gotta perform.
Brian Quick says, have you ever thought about doing a watch party on Amazon Prime? Can you do watch parties on Amazon Prime?
I don't know. That'd be fun, though.
Yeah, I didn't know we could do that. I have Amazon Prime. Do you have it, Patrick?
Yeah, we got Prime.
Yeah, Walt, do you have Amazon Prime?
I don't know. Peggy, do we have Amazon Prime?
If you order stuff from Amazon and you pay for the Prime, you have the movie thing.
Yeah, I might do. Yeah, I guess maybe I do. I don't know.
It's an awesome movie. We're not even talking about
really
Gorn that we're supposed to be talking about, much less the whole topic of. Let's see. Okay, Walt's going to Gorn for the people.
Uzi Collapsible Stock. I had a very interesting conversation with Gearhead Works owner Paul. Paul. At the SHOT Show, and the guys at Gearhead Works did a comparison of surface area in stocks compared to surface area like in braces.
In braces. Oh boy.
And they found that this Uzi stock has a very similar amount of surface area compared to a brace.
Okay.
Interesting.
I've got to get the piece of paper. They said they'd give it to me, where they actually had it all in writing. And it was interesting that they because all this stuff.
So are you saying that Uzi that's really a brace on there, or?
Sounds like it to me. Yeah, that's a brace.
Okay, Patrick. Patrick took one freaking legal course.
It's a brace. No, it definitely is a brace.
And now
stated a Holiday Inn.
Yeah, now he's Patrick Babyface P Esquire.
You try hard enough, it's whatever you want.
It's interesting. That's an interesting idea. I like how that unfolds, though. Show me that again.
Yeah.
That is interesting. Yeah.
You got to smack it together. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a Chicom Uzi that they brought in before. This is a Chicom Uzi. That's all I can say. And 16-inch barrel. And it works. It works just like a regular Uzi does, except it's semi-auto. This is semi-auto. See where they took they took an end mill and knocked out the original logo that was on the new.
It looks like a sun. Why does that look like a sun?
I don't know if it was.
It's like covering up a tattoo.
I don't know if it was for someone or some company or something else. But they knocked it out before they brought him into the country. So no, it's not the prettiest Uzi in the world, but it works.
But does it run?
Yeah, it runs. Yeah. With a 16-inch barrel and all. Yeah.
Is this your only semi-auto Uzi?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
yes, it is. Yeah. So I got to ask Paul if I can get that piece of paper where they did the surface area comparisons of the different braces and other guns that aren't braces but have similar surface areas, because that's one of the contentions with braces that it's about how much surface area there is in the brace and yada yada yada. So
is that really the argument for? Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that was in that thing.
And the link to pull.
Yeah. Lots of nonsense going on from the ATF, which is one of the things we'll talk about here once we. Babyface, you got some Gorn?
I showed off the MP5 already.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, the people can't see the MP5 again. I mean,
maybe,
you're very stingy with showing off this Gorn, man.
Because they don't get it every night. If you give it away for free, then who's going to pay for the cow? You can't just give the milk away for free. The secret sauce all the time. Come on.
Some of us
got to get people.
Some
begging.
of us want to sneak in there in the middle of the night and tip that cow over and get some milk.
You got to keep people looking antsy.
Okay. Well, since you're going to be like that, I will. So first of all, I'm going to show the only person I think was Patrick the only one who shot this, or did you shoot this, Walt? I can't remember.
What is it?
I know Patrick insists. I was never going to shoot it. I was just going to keep it on shot. But Patrick,
I think I'm the only one.
Is Patrick the only one?
You bought it used, though. It's been fired.
Oh, no. I thought it was new. The guy
I thought you got it used.
It was pre-owned, but I don't think the guy ever had fired it before. He was just collecting it. So there you go. This is a
Well, I
bullpup
defiled it for you.
22. Is it this? I'm guessing is a pistol, right? It's a
Yeah,
pistol.
yeah, it's considered a pistol.
Yeah. And is this somehow? So I know there's a Picatinny rail on here, but this was somehow supposed to be able to go on an AR. Is that what was going on with this? Okay, don't laugh.
How dare you? How dare you insist this was going on an AR?
It would have been cool. I think they could have done something with this to put this on an AR, right? Am I wrong?
I think we need on that bottom Picatinny rail you got right there. We got to put a grenade launcher on there.
Wait a second. Wait. Patrick, wasn't this thing supposed to go on something?
You could use it as like a master key. Was the idea behind it? But
yeah. So that means that you could put this on an AR, right?
Why?
Yeah, you could master key it under an AR. Yeah.
Yeah, just in case
kind of
if you run out of ammo and then
you can bring out your broken gun.
It's the zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
You know, you want.
I think I'll take a bayonet.
I would rather have a bayonet instead of a master keyed 22 zip gun, yes.
Made out of plastic.
I think you're better with a hammer than a 22 zip gun.
So you could put a I think Patrick put a bayonet on this thing, didn't he?
Yeah, there's a picture out there of Walter's green zombie bayonet.
Oh, yeah.
It's a cool gun. It's not a good gun. I would not fight or argue that. I don't think it's a good gun, but it's a cool gun. Okay, let's see. We convinced Babyface to take out the MP5 again and stop.
So I have, come on, focus. I have moved my my.
This looks like a space gun now. I'm sorry. This looks like.
I've been trying to figure out the best placement for the pressure pad for the laser. So there's a PEC 14 on the bottom, quote unquote full power. It's not quite full power, but PEC 14. Let's see here. If anybody has one of these old stocks, the A2 stocks back here, not A2, A3 stocks, these Vickers sling attachment things work really well for getting a sling on it. And then you can take it back off pretty quickly. Mm-hmm. But this has become the space gat now at this point. It's very space gatty.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's got everything, night vision ready. You know, it's ready to go. It's nice.
So
and fun.
I was telling someone, I think, when I was at the Tampa RV show. By the way, we got a minute. I was telling someone the story of when Patrick was in the mountains, walking around the mountains with.
You told somebody that.
Yeah, they were cracking up. They were like, "Oh my god, this." That was a funny story, man. Of you walking around, you had that, right? You had that with you in night vision.
I had that strapped on me, and I blacked out, mind you, because I didn't have. I had a zip up hoodie.
Did you have war paint on?
I've only. This is what I'm currently working on. I can see through it.
That's special there.
Yeah, no, I have the other parts coming in for this.
You need to put a crosshair in there so you can.
Yeah, so I have two. There you go. No, I have the two Akio pieces coming in probably this week or next week, and then I just got to get a tube.
Okay, we're going to a quick break.
I have half of it working.
With Armslist, you can shop the extensive list of local and nationwide firearms classified, now with more confidence because of their built-in firewall. For only $6.99 a month for personal use, or $30 a month for business vendors, so when you're in the market, please consider Armslist. We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like Armslist. Right, we're back. Babyface. You know, if you're listening to this on audio, just imagine a super tactical ninja Ewok. That's Babyface.
Out in the mountains.
We gotta take a picture. We need to take a picture of that. I'm not gonna do anything with it. I just need to see the picture.
Of what, the helmet?
Of you, the beard, the helmet,
Oh yeah. No, whenever I come out and we do some night shooting, you can get a picture of it.
Okay, that's not.
I'm almost up to 3. I'm getting very close. I'm going to finish my DTMVGs, and then eventually I put it back. So I stole the tube out of my PVS-14 to go into the dual tube system to save me a little money. I'm going to eventually this year buy another tube for the PVS-14, so that way we will have 3 Gen 3 night vision devices. We can all do a video.
Oh, cool. And then we get to keep our night vision.
Oh, no, I don't think so. This is not parting gifts. You don't get to take it home with you.
What?
I mean, you can if you got $2,000 on you. You go ahead and pass me $2,000.
I will give you a lifetime membership to the Hank Strange range.
I almost kind of
You already have that. I know. You already got the cow. Damn it.
Yeah. There you go.
No, that's cool. All right, no, that'll be fun. We'll do that. Okay, so I don't know if. Oh boy. I don't like where Walt is going right now.
I know exactly what he reached for. I know it's got to put him away.
Okay. So listen, should we talk about this ATF database thing? This craziness?
I didn't read through the whole thing, but it doesn't surprise me. So yes, let's get into it.
All I got to say is they've been doing it for years already.
Yeah, no, it's not new news, Dan.
It's not new.
Anybody that's been paying attention, it's not new.
No, it's not.
It's not legal, but it's not new.
No, but yeah, they've been doing that stuff for years. So
a long time.
Yeah, hold on.
Unfortunate.
Don't be surprised.
Yeah, before we even get into that, actually, Crump is sending me some kind of thing that's on Yahoo News. Let me throw this up. This is about CRS. Orange Park Firearms Probe leads to machine gun charges against Wisconsin YouTube celeb.
No?
So he made the news. They almost want to do. I know they want to do Florida Man. You know what I'm saying? But
they wish they could.
Yeah. So there you go.
Well, who has got the machine gun charges? Oh, that's what.
That's what. Yeah.
Oh, he
does.
What, okay. Because of
that's what they're saying.
The laser engraved.
A new
piece.
federal indictment accuses Christopher Justin Irvin of Orange Park and Matthew R. Hoover of Coloma, Wisconsin, of conspiring to illegally distribute unregistered conversion equipment, which the indictment equates with distributing machine guns. Oh, so stupid.
It's all BS.
So very stupid. Yeah. So anyway, at least he's out. That's a good thing. He's out of there.
Yep.
Not.
He had to spend one night, I believe.
Yeah. Now the other thing. Go ahead. Which is bad enough.
I didn't have anything else. I was just gonna say which sucks, but
yeah. Federal charges, man. Federal charges on their own are like not a joke.
When I say the state, the entire power of the state, I mean the federal government state. Yeah. That is they are bringing the entire power of the federal government to try to screw you for something that
so Supreme Court needs to take this up. I know there's a whole bunch of stuff out there about the Supreme Court right now, huh?
Has to get there.
Yeah, but that's
what I made a point when I was on with Crump and Dark the other night. I made a point of saying that it sucks, but whenever you read U.S. versus blah blah blah, there's a person behind that blah blah blah, and it sucks that somebody has to be the fall guy to take it to the Supreme Court.
It's all good until you're the dude who they slap those bracelets on.
And I was telling him specifically, I was like, listen, I talk a big talk, but I'm a big puss nanny. I don't want to break laws. I have no interest in going to prison, breaking law, and none of that. None of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No. That's not a fun deal. And I think that the other guy in that thing, he's been locked up for a year, right?
He's been in jail now for a year when all he did was laser engrave an image on a basically a business card.
Yeah.
It sucks. And I don't know.
I think the Supreme Court needs to handle this. We just cannot have in America these guys willy-nilly going, this is a machine gun, that is a machine gun, and this is a machine gun right here. This is a machine gun.
Well, another thing is the people who are supposed to be making the laws are not doing anything to
rein them in.
People are supposed to make laws are just sitting back and they're like I get a note, I get the email every day telling what's going on in Congress and stuff. And they're passing laws to prevent people from other countries coming here that have done, like they don't like gay people and don't like this and don't like that. All these goofy, this shit that doesn't matter. I mean, to be quite honest with you, it doesn't matter. It doesn't make the country any better or anything. They're all concerned with all this silly crap. Naming post offices, stuff about naming post offices.
Mm-hmm. What happened to Walt right there?
Oh, did he freeze?
Yeah. You froze, Walt. Uh-huh.
You're back.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
I didn't.
And he froze again. That's not me. I don't think that's me.
I'm still here.
Yeah. There you go. There's Walt.
All right.
Yeah.
So, anyways, yeah, instead of doing what they're supposed to be doing, they're doing all this silly crap that doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and extending the debt.
Yeah, Congress isn't doing.
No.
Give it to the Taliban and everybody else.
Yeah. Walt
Yep.
why are you breaking up so much, Walt? You might want to
Because he's talking shit about the government.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what they want. Yeah.
Somebody's making a massive download on Walter's awesome system over there. Make sure that you're on the right Wi-Fi, Walt.
I just checked my.
This is not me. I know this is not me because Patrick is still there.
I'm unfrozen. Yes. So.
Yeah. So by the way, Flying Rich put the GoFundMe in the chat for you on here.
And yes.
And you can easily how do you find this if you're listening on audio or watching this when you put it on YouTube?
If I did a quick search for CRS firearms, and I went to his channel. If you go back to the video that Crump did, it's like 2 videos back currently, you'll see an update video from Crump. In the description there is where I grabbed the link from for me.
Yeah. And let me just say, Flying Rich says the Yahoo article says that AFT did convert an AR-15. I guess they did that.
Yeah, they did. No, they converted one of those into a lightning link.
How?
By spending about 8 hours in a machine shop.
Yeah.
They converted it to a lightning
That's the
link.
first thing the lawyer is going to ask for. Okay, let's see the video of how you did that. What did you have to do?
Exactly.
Oh, well, I would say if I was a lawyer, I would say, let's see how you broke the law.
Yeah, show us.
No, yeah. Why do they get to do it?
Yeah, because and that didn't take 15 seconds.
No, it took them a solid 6 to 8 hours from what I had heard.
Yeah,
the person doing this is not a licensed manufacturer, so they don't need to be because they blah, blah, blah. Let's see how long it took for you to break the law.
Yeah,
you know.
Yep.
Well, we're different. We're the federal government.
Good point, Walt. M. Avon says, why does someone with a picture of a gun part get more attention than pedophiles? Good question.
Oh, I'm going to keep
Ghislaine Maxwell. Ghislaine Maxwell. That's all we can say.
What
What happened to Ghislaine Maxwell?
She's swept under the rug real quick.
Yeah, but okay.
Convicted. I mean, she's probably waiting for sentencing. They sentence her?
Not yet. She's waiting for sentencing.
So. Okay.
But it's called memory holing. If they don't like something, they will memory hole it as fast as they can.
Oh, is that like a glory hole? No, man, no.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It was probably easier to make for the ATF to make that glory hole that they've been making all over the country, in different bathrooms, than to turn that key card into a machine gun.
Absolutely.
I promise you. I promise you, it's easier.
I'm gonna see it. Like, is it still Gorn time?
It's whatever you guys want it to be. Is what it is.
Free for all time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me dig around and see what else I can dig up from the wormhole thing I got here.
Okay. Okay.
You know, I gotta crack it open. It doesn't want to open quite.
Oh,
right,
okay.
So
Yeah, and then here we go. So I think Rich just sent us the CRS Matt Hoover needs our help. So that's the headline for that. If you guys are looking, it's at 113.
Yeah, what I was saying the other night was basically coffee money. If you want to pitch in, even if you don't got a whole lot, $2-3 goes a long way when 1,000 people do it. So.
Right. And it is gonna take a lot of money to fight that. But you know what the thing is? If Matt's already here, this thing should be fought all the way. And and the Supreme Court needs to step
I'm
in.
a pussy. I don't want to be the fall guy.
Right.
But he's already in it. It's time for the fight.
So you know what?
Time for the legal fight.
It's like, do you remember the case about the guy who did the classes or something like that, and then they went and arrested him? Yeah, and then they had to drop all the charges.
He didn't do classes. This is what's going to happen. I was telling, I was talking about this the other night. He was running a 80%. Well, it wasn't even an 80%. You would come in. He would sell you a unfinished receiver. I don't know what percentage it would be. I think it was a forging. You go to his out back was where he had this big old CNC machine. He'd tell you, press this button, put it in this jig, press this button, put it in this jig, press this button, and you leave with a fully functional AR lower, which is perfectly legal.
100%.
So the ATF decided to break the law and get a felon to go in there and buy multiple of these receivers, non-receivers at the time. Had the felon go and break the law and said, hey, I'm going to buy 3 of these. And then they went and rounded them up and said, oh, you broke the law because you helped a felon create a firearm. When they were the ones that sent him.
Helped the felon create a firearm.
Yeah. They're the ones who encouraged it. That's entrapment. I mean, it's look. Those guys sold tens of at least 10,000 plus guns that went across the border and killed people in Mexico.
That's not a problem. It's the federal government.
Yeah, in this side of America.
How dare you?
Well, no one paid the price for that. I don't see anyone's ass getting locked up over that.
Nothing happened to Eric Holder. He's never going anywhere.
Yeah.
But so what happened was when they brought in the powers that be, the expert witnesses like Dan O'Kelly and people like that who literally wrote the book on what is a firearm receiver, exactly like what Walter's holding up. The argument is always, well, an AR-15 isn't a firearm receiver. Then when you start getting into that argument, the ATF goes, oh, never mind, we don't want to talk about this, and they drop the charges.
Mm-hmm.
After the guy had already spent $200,000.
Right. So unfortunately, that's why someone has to go all the way with them. Now, it's kind of like, I mean, for us to sit here, like you said, we're not the ones getting locked up and facing all these things of these guys trying to seize stuff and take your property and do all that. And there's a dude who's been sitting in prison for a while, so it all sucks. So the other, Walter is showing off his, for anyone who wants to know, his Scar. What is that, Scar 17?
Yes, sir, Scar 17.
Black Scar 17.
Yeah, I would have preferred a tan one, but that's what.
Hey, Walter, what's the receiver? What's the serialized part?
The upper is actually on these.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Is that lower really much any different than an AR-15 lower? No.
None whatsoever, actually.
Exactly. It's interesting how that works.
That's so weird.
The only reason the numbers on the lower of an AR-15 is because when Armalite submitted it back when, it was easier to do the engraving on the lower. ATF accepted it there, and that's why it's there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. But they're wrong.
Yeah. Now, while we're talking here about the ATF, by the way, I'm opening up this nice little box, which I showed you guys before, because it has a gun in here. This is a gun. And we're also talking about what's a gun and what's not a gun, right? Yeah. So this is a gun. This is a firearm. Right here.
That's a gun.
Firearm.
According to the ATF, that can kill a person real quick, dead.
Very dangerous. Very dangerous. Let me safety check it. You gotta stick your finger in there.
Stick your finger in the chin.
If you want to be a wise ass, the upper here is a gun too, but to fire it, you got to really work at it. You have to put yourself in danger to make without the lower.
Lock the bolt in. Put
some kind of device and smack the thing.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh.
All this stuff is crazy. It's all cray. By the way, I'm gonna find something really nice to do with this SIG P320. No, I have some designs on something. I'm trying to encourage Walter to make something I could drop this into, but I do have some plans of stuff. Walter hates it when I give him suggestions.
You know how I had some guy call me on the phone today with suggestions.
And what did you say?
You need to do this for me. You need to do that for me. And
I don't think so. I ain't gonna do nothing.
We talked at Knob Creek and da. And I'm like, yeah,
is this someone I know?
Nothing bad or illegal. Just somebody's got a project they want to make, and they're expecting me to help them make it. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I got a whole freaking building full of projects.
Yeah. So what do we think about this whole thing? Let me see. I'm going to pull this story up with the database thing, right? Let me see. Where is that? I've got... I was sharing it with you guys. That's probably the easiest place for me to go find it. Okay. So this is on AmmoLand for my friend John Crump. ATF keeping 920 plus million firearm record with almost all digitized. So that's going on. I'm sure you guys out there, this has been breaking over the weekend, and I'm sure everyone's heard about this. I've seen a bunch of videos. I think Mr. Guns and Gear did a video. I know Guns and Gadgets did as well as Crump did also, I think. So there was this Texas rep, that congressional rep that I guess requested all this stuff. And now it's out there. They're keeping it. It's digitized. It could be used as a database. I'm pretty sure it's already been used.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's people using it. What do you guys think about this?
That's a unconstitutional record keeping.
Well, okay, Texas rep, what are you doing about it?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, what are you doing about it?
Yeah, it's illegal. So,
but it's been going on for years.
Yeah, it's an infringement.
It's been going on. There's been talk of this for years and years and years.
Mm-hmm.
So,
mm-hmm.
It's nothing new. It's just somebody has a little more.
Yeah. Well, someone has to take action and have these records destroyed, right?
Yes, is the answer, but
but good luck.
Congress can't get off their asses to get out of the way of a moving
that
train.
Requires doing something, and
last time the congressman sent a mean letter to the ATF said shove it up your ass and hasn't listened to it one bit.
Kept on rocking.
And it dropped it right there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. I think Vin says, I just assumed the ATF has been doing it all along. For 100%. Sure. I think all of us have. But the point is, it shouldn't be. These kinds of things should not exist. You know, there's laws that are in place over it, and someone needs to follow the law and get rid of these things, destroy them. It shouldn't be kept. And even, if the ATF gets rid of it, I'm sure at this point they've shared it with multiple different multi-letter organizations, but we should just go through, find them all, and have them all have all those destroyed.
They probably they got it up in the cloud somewhere.
For sure.
I'm being the devil's advocate.
I mean, we can't find out anything about what Hunter Biden was up to, but they're keeping this thing.
He's off limits. Hunter. He's no. You can't look at Hunter. No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Well, because
that's a redacta fest. Uh-huh.
There was news today that somebody high up in the ATF is asking a judge, maybe lead, second counsel for ATF, was asking a judge to close the books on the Hunter Biden gun charges.
Right.
Because it goes past Hunter. People covering for Hunter.
Yeah.
Like the Secret Service, and then, ATF probably, and obviously because they're actually going to close the files. So.
Yeah. Is Hunter Biden connected in any way to that whole Ghislaine thing with Epstein and all that?
If you look hard enough, everybody's connected.
Everyone's connected
maybe Hunter, prostitutes and getting peed on and stuff like that. Anything could happen. You never know. Come on.
Yeah. 42 Chilled says to create and maintain a database that would record every purchase and sale with the serial number of the firearm and the name of the address of the buyer, the definition of a gun registry barred by 18 USC 926A, and illegal under FOPA.
Well, unfortunately, I can't make it. I can't fix it.
We can't enforce it. Can we do a citizen's arrest on the ATF?
No. I'm gonna go right ahead and try.
I'm gonna go put this away while you guys discuss that.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, you're bowing out right now. Walter's like, and I'm out. You're still there. Your thing is still on, Walt. So you're still party to the conversation.
Here's an interesting thing, and I don't know if we talked about this yet. A fire exchange breaks out.
We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of a DAO, or decentralized autonomous organization like TUSC Crypto. TUSC cryptocurrency is a firearm-friendly e-commerce option for online payment transactions, secured on the blockchain. So when you're in the crypto market, please consider TUSC, TUSC. All right, babyface. Look at that. He's mad.
Interesting point here. And we haven't talked about this yet. As far as I'm aware, I wasn't on all week last week. A fiery exchange breaks out after Pierre Poilievre says that just because Trudeau wore blackface doesn't mean all liberals are racist, suggesting protesters in the trucker convoy shouldn't be judged by the actions of a few people. Did you see that Justin Trudeau fled Canada? Or fled Ottawa today.
Really? No, I didn't see that.
Trudeau fled Ottawa because he thinks some truckers are coming.
They're gonna get him.
He thinks some truckers are gonna get him. So he left Ottawa and is hiding right now.
Is he in Cuba? Is he in Cuba or something?
Yeah, back in his roots, back in his family home.
I'm liking that. I think that's great.
I think the truck thing is hilarious. Did you
Politicians
see
should not be
Instagram
comfortable.
Real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the post I put? Yeah, I put it up just before the podcast.
No, I didn't see that.
I love it. I think it's hilarious. The truckers are they raised so far.
Oh, hold on. Let me see. It's the first thing that's there when I go in.
Can you zoom in on that? It was pretty funny.
Yeah.
I can read it. Hold on, I'll read it to you.
Our kitty fair pooped in our bed among other places. She never has accidents outside of the box. I'm livid. My poor little girl. I feel so terrible for the pets of downtown. What?
I can never... the picture of the cat ass blasting that person because the trucker's honking a horn. I think it's hilarious. We spent a whole summer with cities on fire, and the Canadians can't take a little bit of honking from truckers. Like, good lord.
Yeah, you know what? And truckers are incredibly vital part of.
The unions, the Teamster unions, I think is what ruined truck driving. Because they're out for their own. They're out for their own political game. They're not out for the actual truckers. When the truckers organize like this, it's hilarious because they literally can shut down they move out all the freight. Canada is depends on us for all of their fruit and veg, a lot of their meat. And if you're not going to let truckers in, then okay, I don't know where you're going to get it from.
You're going to starve.
I guess so.
You definitely going to starve.
No, I thought it was funny.
Yeah. I can never understand your memes. I'll be honest with you, Patrick. You know,
I look at the picture of the cat blasting poop.
Yeah, I get it, but your memes are too many levels for me, even. You know, if I say it's too many levels for me, it's too many levels. What is Walter doing?
That is a what would Walt do rifle.
Yeah.
No,
this is this is a cavalry arms lower.
Oh, never mind. I take that back. It's not a what would Walt do.
This kind of what would Walt do because it's the cavalry arms lower with that Osprey gas system. And this is before what would Walt do.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not bad gun.
No, it is awesome. Let's see. I got distracted for a second. This is why I don't go to Instagram.
Yeah, I can tell.
Was it Mama or something?
This is why I don't go. Nothing. Okay.
Here's some good news. You guys ready for this one? This would make everybody real happy. Pfizer BioNanotech is expected to request emergency use authorization for the COVID vaccine for children's 6 months to 5 years old tomorrow.
No.
6 months to 5 years old.
That's they're really. No. I mean, that's a very delicate stage of development.
Oh God! This is funny. I didn't know this one. I'm going off on tangents here, reading these things. You guys might find this one interesting. Neil Young, in an interview with Melody Maker, get ready. In an interview with Melody Maker in 1985, Neil Young backed Reagan's gun control policies and said of AIDS, quote, "You go to a supermarket and you see a F behind the cash register, you don't want him to handle your potatoes." Wow, I never knew Neil Young held such thoughts about AIDS.
Once you get into this is all going on because Neil Young's not happy that Joe Rogan's on Spotify with him.
Yeah.
So
Neil Young committed suicide with his career.
Yeah. Well, he asked Spotify to take his music. He asked them to either drop Joe Rogan or take his music off. And of course, they dropped his music. Yeah, they dropped his music.
Yeah, because
look, first of all, Joe Rogan has an airtight contract. I'm pretty sure, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Going over there, Joe Rogan said, "For any reason you guys do this to me, I get my money. I walk." They are not giving Joe Rogan that money until they want to get what they're getting out of him. Yeah.
Look, let's look at the audiences, right? Neil Young's audience, for the most part, is old gray-haired hippies.
Do you think they go to Spotify to get Neil Young?
No.
What is a Neil? Tell me. I know who Neil Young is. I know he was one of these rockers. But what's a Neil Young song that anyone's listening to?
Man, Southern, no, I'm thinking Southern Man. He did a song.
Southern
He
Man's
did a
not
song
Neil Young, is it?
about called Southern Man or something about the South and slavery and everything else.
Okay.
And then
So he's always been a dumbass hippie. He's always been a garbage.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
About people getting beat and all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So then Leonard Skinner did a song where Sweet Home Alabama, we don't need Neil Young. We don't need him around. Southern Man don't need him around anyhow. That's some of the
Oh, so that was, I didn't even realize that was like
that was a
Neil
clapback.
Young.
Was that a clapback?
Yeah.
In country
back in the 70s.
Or
so
rock,
everybody's
rock
been
and roll?
quoting that. Everybody's been quoting that. Southern Man don't need him around anyhow.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. No, he did a back when Bush was president, I think. I don't know if it was first Bush or second Bush.
Oh, did he protest it somehow?
He did a song about homeless people and sleeping on the ground and everything
This
else.
multi-millionaire knows all about homeless people sleeping on the ground, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Well, first of all,
Like LeBron James telling me about how life is.
So I don't. The weird thing to me is this whole thing with Joe Rogan is weird. I'll tell you why. Joe Rogan is not CNN, MSNBC, CNBC, Fox News, or none of these things pretending to be news channels that no one listens to. Okay, it's Joe Rogan. It's a podcast. He's an artist. He's a comedian. And what's Neil Young? Also an artist. Like, what the hell is wrong with you? He's not news. He's a human being entitled to create and express himself through his...
No, you're not. You're on the wrong side of history, my friend. You are not entitled to express anything. Mm-hmm. You are a bad person, and you're a bad person.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll see. I guess is it Joni Mitchell? One of those other 60s.
You know what was funny?
She's I'm gonna do the same thing. You know, it's like
she pulled her music, and I saw the article about it, and I was like, literally who? I don't even know.
You know why? You know why they're doing that? To get the attention.
That's it. Because nobody cares about them anymore.
Yeah, no one's listening to their nonsense.
No, nobody gives a rat's ass about
we are all listening to Dojacat up in here. You know.
I do listen to Dojacat, and I am confused. I'm very confused. I can't tell if she's pretty or not. I really can't tell.
Oh, let's have this conversation. I will pull up a picture.
There are some times where I'm like, yeah, she's good looking, and then sometimes I'm like,
wait, should I go to Dojacat's? Does she have an Instagram? Hold on, let me see. I'll go to Instagram. I'll pull up Instagram. Let's see. Let's search.
Hank's gonna love pulling up Dojacat's Instagram. Let me tell you.
Dojacat, right? I don't know how is it with a K or a C? I'm assuming. Oh, there you go. Dojacat.
CAT. Just CAT.
Would you notice I'm not following her? So let's look at pictures of her here and see whether she's cute or not. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that. Let's see this one. This is more made up, more makeup and stuff.
Well made up. She's okay.
Yeah. Is that her real hair?
No, probably not.
You're not seeing the real hair of a lot of people. You're not seeing the real hair of a lot of people.
Well, I don't dig a lot of that. So
she's getting skinnier. I don't necessarily like her skinnier. I like a little bit more meat.
I hate like
when you peel all that stuff off. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you got to remember that's what you wake up to every morning is peeling all that.
I'm trying to see. Well, that's not her. I'm trying to see. All these pictures are pretty much airbrushed. So it's tough to see.
That's the problem with it. It's all fake anyway.
Yeah, it's tough to see here, like a non-airbrushed picture of Dojacat. Let's see this maybe. I think oh no, crazy eyes. I don't mess with any
Senpaku eyes. Yeah,
I don't mess with crazy eyes. So I don't know. That's gonna be a question.
What's Latricia's real name?
What is her real name?
I don't know. I like big hips. I cannot lie.
She's got that going for you.
Yeah,
Amala Dlamini. I don't know where her family comes from.
She's mixed. She's definitely mixed. Here, let's see some crazy.
I'm trying to figure out early life.
So here's some crazy stuff in here.
Into an artistic family in the Tarzana neighborhood of Los Angeles. So she's American. Her mother, Deborah Sawyer, is a Jewish-American graphic designer. And her father, Damazani Dlamini is a South African actor of Zulu descent. Oh, so she's a Jewish and Zulu, of all things. What a weird combination.
Hey, I got no problems with that.
Bless her heart. Bless her heart.
Yeah. Other than the crazy, so here's what I would say. Other than the crazy thing, I think she's kind of cute. I will be worried about Crazy. That is what I have nightmares about. Crazy.
Okay, Hank, I hate to tell you, she likes the white boys.
Well, there you go. So that answers it. That answers. That answers it before it even gets going. Right?
I got you Crazy right here. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, more power to those dudes who have to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? But
she does have a lot of money though. That's how much crazy. How much crazy could you put up
I can make my own money.
That's what I'm saying. If somebody that's got $100 million, how much crazy could you put up with?
Yeah, but once she's not the thing anymore.
Yeah.
That goes fast. That money goes.
I would rather be broke. I would rather be broke than to deal with a crazy rich chick. You want to deal?
I was just about to say. Here's an example. The woman that made Sean Penn sell all his guns. Who was that?
Charlize Theron.
Yes. Talk about rich and crazy.
Yeah, and she's cute and all that kind of stuff, but she cray cray.
Nope.
I don't want to deal with cray cray. So
that snapper's not worth that. So
I don't know if this. So you know what? Listen. With multiple condoms on in the virtual world, with me in a disguise, for sure, Dojacat will definitely get tapped out. But this is with a lot of stipulations. So anyway, here's the thing, because Lola showed me this today. Now, do you remember recently in the news they announced that you could request at home COVID kits?
Oh God,
do you know how do you guys know about this?
I think they were free too.
Yeah, they were free. Did you?
We got 4 of them in the mail today.
You
and
ordered them,
but you got it.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
It was the worst experience of my life.
Why?
You got to You got to.
No. They're quick tests. So you put drops of reagent on the thing, and then you.
Why was it the worst experience? Why was it the worst? Why was it?
Because you gotta swab your brain.
Oh, you gotta stick that get some brain matter out.
Way up behind your eyeball.
Yeah.
Swab it around for 10 seconds and then bring it back out. It was awful.
That's how they impregnate you with the aliens. That's how the aliens impregnate you. It's on the Q-tip.
I didn't realize it was an antigen test. I thought it was an antibody test. So when they came in, I was like, shit, I want to see if I got antibodies. And then after I stuck that damn thing up my nose, I came back. You have to wait 15 minutes. I came back downstairs and I was like, I just realized that's an active COVID antigen test. It has nothing to do with antibodies. And I just stuck that up my nose like an idiot.
Yes, and the aliens impregnated you right in your brain.
Exactly. Who knows what's in that?
Right in
that's
your brain.
What they give you.
So, by the way, that's what it looks. Is that what yours looked like?
It was in a bigger box, but same thing, pretty much.
So there you go. You can order these. Do you know how I found out about these? Because, all of a sudden, all the black people I knew started sending me messages when that thing. And I hate to say it. Look, I'm a black person.
Do black people like
the minute the government put this out, there were people sending me messages like, "Oh, you could get that free COVID test."
The minute it's free.
Yeah. So, that is a horrible stereotype, but it's exactly what happened. It's like all the brothers and sisters out there knew about this thing first.
What?
I don't understand what's what's the big deal about it.
Who's the manufacturer of that?
This is okay. Good question.
Also, by the way, the one I have not FDA approved. It says on the box.
This is
FDA approved?
No. Manufactured by iHealth Labs in Sunnyvale, California. Oh, this definitely has aliens in it.
Who owns? Find out who owns that lab, and you'll bet.
Who owns iHealth Labs, babyface? Here, let's see. I'll put the full.
I bet they're Democrats.
Yeah.
I guarantee you they're Democrats.
Now, if if the government is giving away some money, I will definitely be on the line and sign up. If they're giving away some cheese, I'm all in. Cheese?
Government cheese? You go get your government cheese?
That shit is delicious.
No,
have you ever had government? Have you ever had government cheese, dude?
No, I've never.
That is some delicious cheese. I'm not even kidding.
That was because we had too much milk and they didn't want it to go spoiled. So what was it, Nixon or
I I ain't getting no government cheese because I got too much money.
Can't get that government cheese.
Listen, when I came to America,
it doesn't matter. You just go get in line.
We were too poor to even be on like on welfare or anything. We came here, right? Like we came with a visa. We came here legally and we overstayed the visa, so we couldn't get government assistance or anything like that. But my mom, God rest her soul, would go down there and stand in line and get all the cheeses and all the whatevers, and then come back. And all the people who had too much pride. They would all come and get they would all come and get it from my mom. But my mother,
you got too much pride. You ain't getting none of my cheese.
Yeah, my mother,
cheese.
a little Indian lady would go stand there in line and get all of that. So I'm with it. But yeah, I don't know about for the test though. I don't know. Yeah, there's some money.
Nope.
No,
I remember when the stuff I remember there was something that happened here in Florida, like one of these hurricanes or something, and they said, okay, this has nothing to do with how much money you make or whatever. You come down here, you show your ID, fill out this thing, you get the money, and there's people like, oh no, hell no, I'm not going down there. I went down
free
there.
Money.
They were, there was Porsches, and Mercedes and BMW. Right in the parking lot.
We missed it by 2 days. I didn't know about it until like 24 hours afterwards, and I was like,
and I bought guns.
That's because Hank wanted to get down there and get his before it ran out, so you didn't get no money.
And I bought guns.
But it was like $1,200 a person or something. It was a lot of money.
Man, that's a dang M1 carbine.
That's what I'm saying.
M1 carbine.
That is what I'm saying to you. Are you gonna not get that money when you could go get a gun with it? Come on.
I go get. I'd be getting night vision.
Yeah.
That's a pandemic case of ammo. Come on, man.
That's correct.
But what can I do with this? Can I can I resell this or
resell it for free?
Don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody.
I don't know what I could do. Let me take Oh, actually, you know what? This is not a bad picture of It's not a bad picture of.
I don't like the hair. I don't like the hair.
Oh, you don't like the braided hair? You don't like
that's
the braided
not
hair?
for me. That is not.
Look, there's like an eagle. I guess that's a fake tattoo.
I don't like tats like that either. I don't know if that's. Yeah. Oh, it is fake. Okay, good.
It has to be because she doesn't have it in those other things. Well, you just got it.
I don't know. I don't see it.
Yeah. Listen, it's very easy when you put makeup on people to make them cute. You got to be cute in real life. So, let's see.
She's a tool. She's somebody's tool.
Knives. You guys want to show some knives? Lola, put some knives over here. Look, check that out.
That's a knife?
That's not a knife. This is a knife.
Is.
That's a knife. So there you go. What is this? Is this a cold steel? Yeah, this is cold steel. Cold steel for ya, baby. You know what I was watching last night? Nobody. You know that movie Nobody?
Nobody.
I was watching that movie. It's like a John Wick. It's like a nerdy John Wick. I think it's made by the same people.
Yes, I want to see it. Was it good?
Yeah, it was good. It was decent.
Bob
Odenkirk.
Bob Odenkirk. I love that guy. He's a fantastic actor.
Yeah, it was not bad. The RZA is in it too. Believe it or not. The RZA. And Doc Brown from Back to the Future is in there.
Oh, he's in it? That guy's got to be old by now.
Yeah.
Marty.
Yeah.
Marty. The Libyans.
Yeah.
You think they could do that? You think they could do that now? You think they would do that now?
Do what?
Marty, the Libyans.
Yeah. Coming to get me.
Would that be like Iraqi
do the Libyans
or whatever
are the Libyans getting any respect? I don't know if the Libyans are getting any respect.
The Libyans are still killing each other over there like crazy. So
it depends on what Al Jazeera says. I've got no idea.
No.
I don't know.
Yeah. Marty.
It was funny though. I mean, I love looking at Back to the Future.
Oh, that's a classic. That movie.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That's just one of those movies you watch every time. It's like
we're gonna go to a break right here. Hold on. Oh no, we didn't.
No, we're not.
You know what? It's my. You know what? It's what? Go ahead.
I want the Pizza Hut rehydrator. Remember from the movie when they're in the future and they put the little dehydrated pizza into the rehydrator,
and then it comes out like a big fresh pizza.
I'm still waiting for that.
Yeah, that's when we all die. because people are just going to be like, bing, bing.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen, Walt, that's my, I've got work I need to do to put a bunch of stuff in here. Like, I got to put, there's things, I need to put more of these things. That's why there's no thing right there.
Oh, you got to have a little fairy go across with a wand, and a little fairy dust goes across.
Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah.
You should
Just extra work.
put in 1 minute timers if you can.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Give me extra work. We were having too much fun there, and I forgot about that.
Or the sound of it, like tonight, the rocket took off tonight from Kennedy Space Center. You got to have that thunderous. You know, it got canceled last night because a cruise ship came into the exclusion zone.
Oh, interesting.
They were right down. Beautiful night, clear as a bell. They were right.
What
down
would happen if that thing tried to land on a cruise ship?
Do you imagine how? Be
You get
so
toasted.
angry. You're like, what is going on?
Another reason why I will never get. You know what? I've never been on a cruise ship. Have you guys been on a cruise?
Wonderful. I love
never done
cruises. Oh.
I always think that the day when Lola's always trying to get me to go on a cruise with her or the kids, and I always think that's when the frickin' zombie apocalypse breaks out.
Well, think of the people when COVID first hit.
Yeah.
That were trapped on those cruise ships for what, like 3 months or something?
Time. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
We had, before COVID, we had all these outbreaks of all this disease on these cruise ships. They never shut down anything.
Nope.
They kicked the fucking people off the boat, get out of here, and
just wait. 10 years from now, we'll be looking back on this, kicking ourselves. 50 years from now,
we're going to ask ourselves, how stupid were we? How dumb?
And there will be people that still cling to the idea that they were right.
I was listening today. XM, I have a Sirius satellite radio, and there's a show that Ozzy Osbourne does with a friend of his, and he's like, my wife went to England, and nobody had a mask on. These fucking people, nobody wears a mask, and I'm like. And then he goes, we went to a restaurant in Beverly Hills, and there was nobody in there. Well, no business. They don't go with a mask on to a restaurant. Come on.
This is the guy that did how many drugs?
Yeah. The guy who bites the bat's
heads rock and
off.
roll, man. Rock and roll. Government, man. I don't do what I'm told. Rock and roll.
What a pussy he's turned into.
I got all my shots. I got all my this. I got all my that.
What a pussy. I can't...
You
can't
have a lot of these dudes
with mask on.
Like I was telling Hank this weekend, the Rage Against the Machine types have all turned into Rage for the Machine.
That's a fine example. Like Neil Young used to be all anti-government. Now his buddies are the government, and they are the government now, and he is part of that machine.
So some people, when they get rich, they think this is how they're going to preserve their wealth. It's actually not. But this is what they think.
All these like the '90s rock and roll, being like, oh man, the government, the Bush is that, and now they're all like, oh man, you got to get all vaxxed up, you got to get your mask on, and you know why they say that? It's that's so they can have their concerts and make money.
A lot of those guys got canceled in Vegas. A lot of those guys that were doing.
Oh
yeah. Who are you talking about?
Vegas is another example of it's like a boondoggle. It's like, come on, man.
Is it the Sex Pistols? The singer of the Sex Pistols that Johnny Rotten, is that his name? Who was? They were '90s British punk, which was F the government, all sorts of stuff like that. Yeah. And now he is like, if you look at his Twitter, I believe he is pro everything government, vaccine,
everything the government does.
Daddy government, take care of me.
Yeah, it's like, hey man,
I just can't believe they turned into it. It's incredible.
I believe it. Okay, look, I've got another knife. I'm surprised I'm the only one showing knives today. Check this out. Look at this. This is my rail spike knife.
That one's actually cool.
Yeah, this hasn't been on the show in a long time. Ooh.
That one. Oh, nice.
I've never seen that.
Look at that.
I got knives right in front of me, man. Look at this.
It's very nice.
Where's the poop trimmer?
You want the poop scooper?
You want the pooty knife? Here's the pooty knife.
Pooty knife. There it is. There's a pooty
Still
knife.
there. It's got like a blue patina on it now.
It was patina nicely. Pooty knife.
Am I wrong on that, or Patrick? Isn't that blue?
It's a little patina. Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. I don't know if it's
reflecting. You got his big brother, the cleaver.
This is when you choke one off that could actually block up your toilet. And you have to get a plunger.
You gotta knock it out with that.
Instead of having to get a plunger or a snake to go down there, just chop it off.
Scrape it off.
Snap it.
Oh God.
Oh
With
man.
the foodie knife. Oh, we were talking about knives. So look at this.
Boy.
Look at this. What's this look like?
That
A
is
magazine.
a Kalashnikov from Boker.
That's a Kalashnikov Boker
Ooh.
knife. Yeah, brand new. in
Boker
the box.
Auto.
Oh,
That's
look
a good
at you,
knife.
babyface.
I know what that is. Yeah, those are. Oh, I like that Tanto blade too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are good knives. They're only like $35. Very
Yeah,
affordable.
I have
Good
one
auto.
that I carry every day. That freaking thing is the paint's wore off it, and
Yeah.
it works fine. Yeah,
Yep.
and if I lose it, I'm not crying like
You
I did when I
don't
lost my
feel
microtech.
bad.
You know, so
Yes.
Oh, trust me, you lose a Microtech, man. I have been pulling my hair out trying to
I
figure
did
out what
twice.
the hell I did
Twice.
with that Microtech. You got to
Twice.
laser the crap out of your Microtechs. I got to tell you that right
Please return 2. I will
Yeah.
give you a reward.
if found,
Yeah.
here's one
now.
with a regular blade.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I like that one
Yeah, the
too. Those are good
Did
old
Did you
knives.
did you get a another Microtech, Walter, or no?
no, I haven't yet. No.
Oh, listen, there's a couple of things I want, and this is like totally unrelated, but there's a couple of things I wanted to share with you guys, being that it's Lola's birthday. First of all, I found a picture of Lola, and like a very, listen, I'm not usually this kind of guy, but I am not ashamed to admit when a guy is very good looking. Check this dude out. Look at that.
Look
That's
how
a-
skinny Lola was. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's actually me and Lola at a powwow, I think, in
Oh.
Maryland or Virginia or something. That's years ago. I think that's before we were even married. Look, Lola's.
Here's a question for you.
Uh-huh.
And Lola's probably listening is going to slap me later, but
Right.
has she ever had any sort of accent? Because I know
She-
her family is like off. Her parents are off the boat. Nigeria.
from Ghana, but
Ghana.
yeah, Lola speaks her language. That was her first language, so English is her second
I've
language.
never heard her talk in her native tongue before.
She has
Learn,
a
learn a little bit there, and maybe you can jabber together. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there you go.
She has
We
a very
talk- we
easy
talk-
language. It's called Twi. TWI. If you look it up, it's one of the
I
easiest.
feel like I've heard of that before.
Yeah, it's one of the easy.
TWI?
Yeah, which is
It's
pronounced
like
Twi.
yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
But she does speak her language. I hear her talking to her mom,
Oh,
all the time. Yeah, but she has a Maryland accent. If Lola has anything, she has a Maryland accent.
he doesn't have like an African accent or Guyanese accent, something like that.
Ghanaian.
No, I mean,
Ghanaian.
when you met.
No, I can do more of a Ghanaian accent than she
Ghanaian.
can. Yeah. So I could do like all the African accents and stuff like that. But no. Yeah. You know what's funny? Like I caught myself in my British accent because my son's car had some troubles, and then I had to take it to the shop, and I was talking to the people. So the woman who was calling from there, she told me her name, and every time she said her name, I was like, "Oh, Cassandra," and I could tell, but she was saying Cassandra, something like that. to me.
Cassandra.
Oh,
And I was like,
Cassandra.
"Oh, thanks for calling me, Cassandra," and I could hear her like what? Wait, hold on a second.
My name.
And then I was like, wait, but that's how I interpret it. So yeah, I think Lola has she has a Maryland accent for anyone who knows.
Oh, I've
But
never.
if you hear, so let's just I want to juxtapose this for you guys. So here, this is Lola. This is what very very beautiful African goddess.
Look at the
queen.
hat. I'm sorry, Lola, but look at the cowboy hat.
That was my hat.
Oh, no wonder.
That was my hat that, that's when I used to rock a baldy. That was my hat that Lola put on. But here's the thing, because I promised I was going to embarrass Lola with this. I want to show you guys a picture of Lola. Hold on a second. I got to find it. So the other day, I think we had just come back from the RV show, and I was editing and stuff like that, and it was real crazy, and I was like, oh, Lola, you know what? Can you, hook me up with something to eat while I'm editing here? And she got really mad, and she got dressed like this, what I'm showing you guys right now.
This is when it was cold, right?
Yeah, look at Lola, first of all, in
She's
freaking
in, like, camos,
camo.
hunting camos.
Yeah, Yeah, hunting camos, and look at the boots.
Oh god.
So Lola got all dressed up like this with a beanie and everything. You can't tell. So here's the reason why. Here's the reason why I'm telling you this. She was really, really mad when she got back because people kept calling her sir. They kept calling her, okay, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh.
Well, she has not had a good weekend.
And she was so mad at me, and I was like, listen, because editing is, I hate editing. I hate it. And it's very intense. And if I stop what I'm doing right there and do something else, like, make myself something to eat or do whatever, I'm not freaking going back to it. It's tough to go back and do it. So if you're in the flow, you want to stay in the flow. But she was like, and 3 times people mistook me for a dude. And I don't know. I thought that was funny.
Well,
I'd probably get in trouble for sharing that with you guys.
It could have been the clothing.
Yeah, exactly. I've never seen Lola put on that. I mean, the last time she dressed like that is when we went to Barnauls and did when we did the hunting thing and we were walking through the fields and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, that was funny. So, just to show you guys a nice little juxtaposition there of Lola Strange that I probably will be in the doghouse for a little while. a little bit, but it was too good to not share. And I'm sure right now, if I'm looking to see, by the way, I'm looking at the thing to see if Lola's commenting. I'm pretty sure right now Lola is trying to find another one of those jackets.
Oh god, I know that feeling when there's something like I've really wanted and it comes in and I open the box, I'm like, this isn't what I fucking ordered. What is this? This isn't what is this? Yeah. Oh, it's so frustrating.
Yeah, I think her only birthday present that worked out was like the watch winder. So
the thing
that's
does
so
this thing.
sad.
Yeah. Okay, so listen, Babyface wanted to talk about this and we need to get into it. I'm gonna preface this by showing you guys some pictures. So the other day I went to my dealership. I think I spoke about this with Flying Rich and
I wanted to talk about this. I've been asking I've just been demanding that we talk about this.
But you didn't know. So this is Audi of Gainesville.
I had no idea.
I went over there. They had all these freaking electric golf carts out there. Seriously.
And they're street legal, so you say.
Yeah, they're supposedly street legal. They were all up. Like, this is the showroom. If you buy a car, they deliver your car in like a special showroom. They had a whole bunch of them packed in there. Yeah.
How much do they pay per unit from China, and how much are they
I don't know. They're selling those things for like $10,000, so I'm not sure.
Yeah,
what
they
pay
$1,200 a piece from China.
Yeah. Look, this is I want to show you guys some pictures of the floor, the Audi dealership floor, because I'm not kidding. Look, there's more of these golf carts in there than Audis. See that? God. They're all up in there. This is in a corner.
Jesus, how many do they have? They must have spent $1 million on golf carts.
A mega crap ton. So the whole thing is, I was telling you about this, Patrick.
Are people buying them, though?
I don't know. I told them I'm going to wait for no one to buy these from you guys, and I'm going to come back and get these on a super sale. They want $10,000 for them, which in no way in hell. I would make my own golf cart before.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I will buy some parts from China and show up at Walter's shop.
Make a golf cart.
And make a golf cart before I give them $10,000. But so the thing is, I was telling Patrick about this. Gainesville wants to do where in the whole of Gainesville you can only do 30 miles an hour. You can't go any faster than that.
And what is their reasoning for this?
3 deaths.
Yeah.
3 deaths within the last almost 2 years, year and a half.
Pedestrian deaths?
One 4-year-old black kid was killed in October. And this is the only one that I can see doing something about. There's a park in the east side of Gainesville off of University, which has no crosswalks for miles. Mm-hmm. It's a public park, and they lived across the street. A 4-year-old ran across the street, got hit by a car.
Aw.
One, where were the family? Why would they? I'll say that. But
Right, exactly.
instead of changing all of our freaking speed limits,
that's
just
not
put
a reason.
goddamn crosswalk, but between that effing park and the neighborhood across from it. It's not hard.
Or put a speed bump or two up in there.
Just put one of those pedestrian things.
30. If that kid still runs out in the road and you hit him
he'd
at
be
30,
dead as a
he's
doornail.
dead.
Flat.
So the speed doesn't have anything to do with
You could be going, you could be going at 20. It's devastating.
Second death was last year in January. It was January 21. A girl was standing on a street corner on University and 11th, I believe. A whole group of them were standing on the street corner waiting to cross to get to campus. There was a car sitting there to turn. Another car came flying up, rear-ended the car that was sitting in the turn area, and pushed it into the people and killed one of the girls.
So how's that going to stop?
I don't know how 35 is going to fix any of that.
I mean, you definitely press some charges on that guy who was driving the car that rear-ended the person sitting there.
No charges were pressed. Nothing he did was illegal. It was an accident. I'm sorry, it was an accident.
Yeah, but what I'm saying...
He wasn't paying attention.
Okay.
Reckless driving, I guess, because he wasn't paying attention. Mm-hmm. There you go. That's a ticket. That's not felony. The third death was a girl who was crossing University, where there are shit tons of crosswalks, by the way. There are multiple crosswalks up and down University where she was crossing. She jaywalked and got hit by a guy who has within the last 10 years, has 10 criminal charges against him for reckless speeding, reckless driving, flying through stop signs, flying through red lights.
Well, I'm glad you brought this up, because this is one of the problems. The reason why a lot of students are getting hurt like that is because you said jaywalking. Jaywalking actually doesn't exist in Florida anymore. They made this stupid law that once you step out into traffic, if there's a crosswalk, you have the right of way, not the car. And that's a dangerous thing. And that's a law they made to save people that's not saving anyone.
And it's not
I've seen people, they do it at freaking come out of the store. They're either looking at their phone, or they're looking at it and they'll walk right out in front of you.
Well, when we were kids, we were taught that, hey, if you're crossing the street, look both ways. You know, even if the car has the right of way, it's a car versus you.
What
people don't care about
Marley,
that.
I was like, I guarantee all 5 of those students, and I'm sorry that this is the way it was, but I guarantee all 5 of those students that got hit by the car accident were on their phone. They were probably balls deep on their cell phones, not paying attention to what's
probably
around.
Weren't even paying attention to what's going on.
Yeah,
absolutely.
But you also should not have the idea that you could just walk out into traffic and a law could save you.
It's idiotic.
It's like no gun zones.
Insane.
It's like gun-free zones. It's not gonna making that stupid law is not gonna save you.
And they think that changing the speed limit to 30 or 30, I think 35 on city streets and 20 on neighborhood streets is going to save everybody. That's what's going to save everybody because that 4-year-old in the ghetto, everybody over there follows the speed limit. East Gainesville, all of them follow the speed limit.
I don't know how, and Gainesville is a place that people have to get around with cars. Lots of people come into Gainesville from outside of Gainesville. They have to get around. People are going to work.
We should ban cell phones at traffic lights. So you can't look at your cell phone while you're crossing a traffic light. We should ban that. There you go. We should ban 2 bros on a effing 49cc scooter. Scooter bros, 2 of them on a 49cc scooter going maximum of 12 miles an hour are a road hazard.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I hate it.
We're not going to solve things like this. We are not going to solve stuff.
Changing the law, changing the speed limits, banning any of this is all stupid.
And then everyone driving around these electric carts, by the way, that can go 30 miles an hour, they'll still run you over, by the way.
Oh, they'll run your ass clean over.
Yeah. Here locally, you see people riding around. There's a couple holding a baby in the front seat.
Mm-hmm.
Holding.
If you rear end somebody, even at 10 or 15 an hour, if you rear end somebody, that baby's going into the windshield minimum.
They fault the rules for the golf carts or those carts follow the same rules as a car.
Mm-hmm.
You can't ride with your kids holding in the front seat. You
can if you don't value your kids. I mean, like I said, I went home on a motorcycle from the hospital, so I'm not arguing with you. What I'm saying is people need to know they're taking their own lives and their own kids' lives in their hands.
You're riding around in a cart with no doors, no metal, no nothing. If you get hit really hard, going 30 miles an hour in a freaking golf cart, you get hit by a car, you're fucking going to get run over.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're going to end up getting crushed or something. So.
Yeah. The other one that I hate, I don't know if anybody likes, I hate them so much, Bicyclists, I think they're both pedestrians and street traffic.
A
I
lot
want
of
them
those
to get run over every single day. When you
bicycle,
go 5 to 10 miles an hour in the driving lane and then decide to just run through every red light and stop sign because now I'm a pedestrian. No, sorry, no. Pick one.
no.
Yeah.
Ride on
This
the
is
sidewalk and you're a pedestrian. Ride in the road and follow traffic laws.
all the bike riding laws and the pedestrian laws. It's all part of this whole taking the car away thing.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
I think it's control. I think like
It
Gainesville
is.
wants to keep control over
They're
people. They did the mass thing for a long time.
they think they have an excuse now
Mm-hmm.
to
because
we
three
make it
people
safe.
died in the last 2 years.
Yeah, but they're gonna get draconian. It's gonna be way more than that. Eventually, you won't even be able to drive your car in Gainesville.
No. This is not just control. This is a way to generate funds for GPD.
Mm-hmm.
GPD can generate money by giving out tickets for anybody going
For
over
sure.
35.
And we'll see other liberal Florida cities do it. We'll see other places around the country. You know how this goes. This is like contagious.
Luckily, they only have control of certain things. So 13th and 34th University, they can't actually change those. Those are state. They're state roads. They can't change them.
Mm-hmm.
441, which is 13th, can't be changed. There's a bunch of those roads that they have no control over, so I assume they wouldn't be able to change
They're
them.
also going to lose. You know what's stupid about... Here's what's stupid about cities like this. Especially a college town. Like I know someone said it's a college town. So the University of Florida owns a lot of stuff in Gainesville. Probably about 70, maybe 80% of Gainesville. And they don't pay taxes. So the rest of the business...
tons of money.
Yeah, and they don't pay taxes. Now, the rest of the businesses have to handle that. That's why there's like a bed tax. If you stay in a hotel, you got to pay extra money. If you do this, you do that, you got to pay this tax, right? Well, when people stop coming to Gainesville to do their shopping and go to the next most convenient town where they don't have to worry about that nonsense, those businesses are going to get screwed. And how are you going to pay for all the nonsense that you're doing in your city? Because the university is not paying for it.
Well, we don't need any cars in the city anyway. You should be walking or riding your bicycle.
Take the bus, public transport.
You ever seen the old pictures of China before all the modernization in China?
Bicycles, yeah.
Everybody walked. Everybody rode a bike. Everybody wore the same kind of jacket. Those little Sherman Mao fleece-looking jackets, I call them.
Well, you have to get a special license in China to buy a car. You know that, right? You have to get...
Yes, and you have to be part of the political elite.
Yeah.
Same with the Soviet Union, same thing.
Yeah. So that's our crazy little thing in our own... in me and Patrick's world.
Well, in Safety Harbor, it's 25 unless otherwise posted. So
somebody needs to tell people in Safety Harbor about that.
Well, yeah, and then there's got these effing golf carts riding around with 6 or 7 people all squished in it, hanging out.
Yes.
I'm like where's the freaking popo writing these people up and carrying the kid in the front, in the front seat with their arms? Where's the cops taking care of business? They're not around doing that. They're giving you a ticket for going 30. Fuck that.
Yeah. It's no matter what we do, human beings are going to do what they want to do, and this is the thing. It's like from Jurassic Park, life will find a way. That's my, and human beings will find a way around all that crap, just as we have done. Brian Quick says when everyone rolls in a golf cart and that doesn't work, they'll just want to ban more versus abandoning the lunacy. Yeah, they'll just get deeper.
If they could, they would tell you. If they had the power to, Gainesville, Florida would have locked everybody in their house and had police at every front door and saying, nope, can't come out. COVID's too dangerous. Fucking guarantee it. Mm-hmm. Guarantee they would have done it. That's the type of local government we have here.
Yeah, it sucks. Okay, listen, we got to 9 o'clock. We're actually a little bit past 9 o'clock. So we got to wrap it up here for the FreeForAll Monday. It was actually fun. Have fun with these guys. I'm going to go through and let these guys tell you how you guys can reach out to them, support them, see what they're up to. And I'll start with Walt. Who's going to do words of wisdom? Is it going to be you, Babyface?
It's always Walter. No, it's always Walter. Walter's always got the wisdom words.
That's been assigned to Walter. No, that's been assigned to you, Walt.
Well, whenever I do it, Walter usually has some also, so just leave it for Walter. He's got the words of wisdom.
Okay.
You're free to join in if you feel.
Yeah, everyone could jump in. But Walter, we'll start with you. Tell the folks out there where they could find you, social media, how they could support you.
Safety Harbor Firearms is on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. You can find us there at safetyharborfirearms.com. You can always pick up the old thing called telephone. Hello. There's also Dirtfoot Racing, Instagram and Facebook. And then there's stenparts.com for all your Sten parts needs. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, and if you have a really cool idea for a custom gun that doesn't exist that you want to build, please feel free to call Walter so he can curse you out.
You know what? I'm going to refer you to a guy named Richard Hoffman.
You don't want none of that Richard Hoffman salt. Trust me. No one. Don't call Rich. You don't want to hear what Rich has to say. I think, believe it or not, Walter might be more polite to you.
Well, yeah, I try to be. But...
yeah, absolutely.
He's your man for all your Uzi stuff. BWE.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely, yes. But if Walter, they're doing a lot of cool stuff over there. Okay, Babyface. What you got going on, man? You got some projects?
I have projects in the works. They're taking longer than I wanted, but they'll go live whenever I get them done and filmed. They will go live, so don't worry about that. If you want to keep up with the nonsense that I like getting up to, including my stupid posts, best place right now is Instagram, baby_face_P on Instagram. P as in the letter P.
Yeah, no, PEE.
I don't know what you'll find when you do that. So
I wonder how many people understand these crazy ass memes you put up there. Because sometimes I'm looking at it like, I don't even want to ask Patrick
most
what
will
this
make
means.
Perfect sense.
Oh, you understand all those things, Walter? Do you really?
I didn't.
Walter
I didn't see the last one, to be honest.
Okay. So. Yeah.
That's the 30-year-old boomer with his.
Sometimes Patrick gets very meta. He gets very meta if you don't fully get the whole thing. And then he laughs at you. This is why I don't even ask him anymore. Because if I ask him,
they're funny.
Yeah, because me now asking him what it means is part of the joke to him.
You got to be part of the in joke. That's right.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta live the internet culture.
Oh well, okay. I guess I'm not living it right. So anyway, listen, we're going to run in the end here, and then we're going to come back, and I guess Walter is going to leave us with the awesome words of wisdom. Let me run in the end right now. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out with us so much, especially the folks on the Firearms Radio Network who are tuning into the podcast, which we rip the audio out of this and throw it up on there. You want to watch it live, the thing to do is you dial into Utreon Monday to Friday. Utreon, we're the Who Moved My Freedom podcast. You can watch it live, you can watch it recast on YouTube, or you can listen to it on audio anywhere. Walt. Okay, this is too meta right here.
Make something. Make something. Don't
Yeah, feels
make
good.
some soup. Make a card. Make a baby.
A gun.
Just make sure you're married. Make a gun. Yeah. Just make something. I made this beef stew. It was awesome, man. I got more satisfaction out of this than making a year's worth of 50 caliber rifles. So, but I don't make as much money. But yeah.
Yeah. Remember, I'm going to add to that since Patrick said someone has to add to it. I'm going to add to that. We are Americans, not Americans. There you go. You can do it.
Okay. American.
We are Americans. Not Americans. Cants.
Not Mexicans.
With the T.
Not a Canadians.
Yeah. Or you could be, listen, we could be Mexicans, not Mexicans. That's where I got that from.
Mexican.
That's from a movie where Johnny Depp said, "You guys are Mexicans, not Mexicans." No one knows that movie. Okay. All right. All right. So there you go. Listen, thanks so much for everyone for hanging out with us. All you guys who are hanging out live with us, we appreciate it. I'm going to press the buttons right now. Boom.